Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Ormer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail. We're continuing on with the Foxy and Tales of the Haunted quest, and now we're going to be talking, or like seeing the general talk to Cirrus, which is such an interesting aspect of this quest. I love the whole like Heliobi wanting to revenge against the general aspect. It's so fun.
I've never seen this one before. Human. Who are you?
This is the general!
Heliobus, is it not your deepest wish to hold a rematch with the General of the Law Fu? I have come to grant you an audience.
There you go, you got the general. He's the present day general.
Cirrus, we have brought you the person you wish to see. This is General Jing Yuan, the one who now sits at the seat of divine foresight.
There it is.
This is the current general of the LeFou? Look at that expression! He's barely half awake!
What?
Where is General Teng Xiao? Why did he choose such a lightweight to take over for him?
Oh my god.
I suppose.
Oh my
it's
god.
already too late for the Xianzhou to rid themselves of this clown.
See, they've obviously built this up so much in their mind of what Teng Xiao is going to be like, and what the idea of like how they're going to fight them, and like what the battle is going to be like. Not realizing that like these generals are people too, and the general here you have here is tough as nails, terrifying when they want to be, right? But also they're chill when they want to be too.
Very well then, General Jing Yuan. How about we settle our score right here in Fictional Garden? If I win, I must be free to come and go as I please.
Interesting parameters.
I agreed to grant you an audience, not meet you in combat.
Okay.
What? You refuse? You won't fight me?
I love this is the one thing as well to make Cirrus like so worked up, because they're so calm, cool, and collected when they're like dealing with other people, but it's like now they're not able to fight the general. You can hear in their voice, they're like, "What? Are you kidding me?"
He comes here after I demand a rematch and won't even fight. Is he conceding that I already won? No, there can be no victory in eschewing combat. Human logic negates it.
You misunderstand. I came for a rematch.
Oh my god.
It's just that
Oh,
you are not a worthy opponent.
Jing Yuan, oh my god.
What? Unworthy?
The voices, all you can hear, like, again, how frustrated they are. If there was one person who could make them frustrated, it's Jing Yuan.
Teng Xiao, as General of the Law Fu, was Commander-in-Chief of the Cloud Knights. Ignamar commanded the Heliobi. The two were as great as the sky and the earth, equally matched like yin and yang. It is only natural that they were worthy opponents.
Is the general saying I'm the general and you're not even like, you're not, well, they aren't like Ignamar, they aren't. But like, can I just say as well how cool, like this color, for some reason the colors in the background, the greeny, misty sky, with all the greens in the background, the darker color, for some reason makes his outfit look so much cooler for some reason. He pops.
As it stands, I am the General of the Law Fu. But you are no Ignamar, merely a prisoner. If you wish to engage me in battle, you must follow my rules. Defeat my army. Only then will I grant you the fight you seek.
So freaking sick. Like the general, like almost instantly owning Cirrus.
Your army?
That's right. You must defeat my 4 companions.
We're your army?
Then you will have proved yourself a worthy opponent.
Okay, I mean, I guess.
Wait, he means us? We'll be okay, right?
More than okay. More than okay. We got this. We got this. Look who's with us.
That's right. For us, any problem that can be solved by force isn't a problem at all.
I love it. I love it, Zhang. I love it.
So I only need to beat your pawns here.
It would serve you well not to underestimate them. They are as skilled in combat as they are tenacious in spirit. I worry they might pose a problem for you. If you win, you can have your rematch. If you lose, you will answer one question of their choice. No lies, no tricks.
My lord.
Can you accept
My
these
general.
terms?
The General Jing Yuan is 100% playing on the fact that Cirrus is is not self-conscious, but like needs to beat the general. It's something they need to happen. So saying like, hey, if you beat these guys, you have to answer any questions. That's getting us our question, but also at the same time, right? It's also giving us the agency for that as well. We're the ones that defeated them.
It's a deal.
Oh my god.
Game is set. This platform will be our chessboard, and the fighters will be the pieces.
What we got, how to get Cirrus to agree to this was just saying, you ain't what Ignomar was. That's all it was. Oh my god, the cutscenes are incredible. Wait, they actually made a chessboard? That's so cool.
Pawns. No matter then, I have my pawns to play. Heed my command. Receive my
No,
power.
I'm in love with the presentation of this.
Experience the might of the Heliobot.
Like the idea that this is a fight between like oh my god, in this battle we receive power of the what? The current exorcismic effect is depleting the enemy's toughness and dealing damage. Okay. I've come up with a way to get this exorcismic ready. Give it a try. Okay, let's try. So, okay, you get different powers every single time. We're also getting to use Gui as well here. Really fun pose, by the way, Gui. Look at this. She's very cool. No, I love the idea that it's like, hey, we're all like on this like visible chessboard fighting against like these enemies. They sent them out like pawns to fight us because they won't fight us themselves. What's also so legitimately cool about this as well. Wait, do we have Stell's using a different ability, the one we got when we fought Kokoli? That's interesting because it's their trial. Can I say as well though, like before we go any further, like this reminds me so much of like Yu-Gi-Oh, like the idea of like we'll fight on top of the skyscraper, you know, like it's such like a villain thing to do that it gets me like really like excited. It's really fun. Let's do the normal attack. Oh my god, she has a really cool pole attack. Every few turns, friend fire will appear in the action order. Okay. When a turn ends, it will cause the fiend fire to shift towards the top of the action order. That's so fun. There's like different special abilities.
Recount your sins.
We can fast forward when it's not the character. Yeah. Oh my god. What a team, by the way.
Lance at the ready.
When the green fiend fire reaches the top of the action order, it will take effect on all allies. When the green fiend fire takes that effect, it will replenish the Luminabara Gourd's exorcismics. So we get to blast. Send out more. Send out more. When Fiend Fire appears next to an enemy, it will appear as a red flame. Enemy is about to obtain Fiend Fire. Obtaining Fiend Fire will greatly enhance the enemy. So you have to stop them from getting enhanced. But that's not going to happen. Oh my god, they wanted them to get enhanced. They didn't want any chance of that happening. Enemies that receive Fiend Fire will be greatly enhanced. I've regenerated your stamina for you. Please take care. Thank you, Hawa. Thank you so much. The music is so freaking good in this. I can see a blast as well. Wait, she has like a piece of dynamite? Oh my... Okay, she's so fun. She's so fun. Enemies about to acquire Fiend Fire again. Now it's time to use the ultimate to help our team capture the Fiend Fire instead. Use any ultimate? As accepted, capture the Fiend Fire. That's really fun. After using an ultimate, the Fiend Fire immediately shifts towards the top of the action order. This is so like amazing. This is a special type of battle for this quest. That's such a fun idea.
Lance ablaze.
Like legit. Like I'm. Wait, has already charged up. And okay, use it to defeat the enemy. Such a fun idea. Such a fun idea. Wasn't expecting this idea as well. The idea of changing the battle system up for a specific quest. I'm so impressed. I'm more than impressed.
On the offensive.
So awesome. It's more like Yu-Gi-Oh than I thought. Obviously, it's not like the one-to-one, but the idea of like Yu-Gi-Oh being like, in this game, every time you attack, the blades come closer to you. You know, and it's like, and you'll be entering the Shadow Realm. It's so fun to me. It's so fun to me.
Want to see what I can do?
Dodge this!
I really want to use Gui's ultimate though. You know what I mean? Hopefully there's another battle after this. Please. Thank you. Okay. I'm not gonna use any ultimates until we get to use Gui's ultimate, I'll be honest with you.
Forget your wallet?
And we'll get to use it now. I love the jumping pole vault, by the way, and then the pose afterwards. That's really, really fun.
Come feast your eyes!
Let's go.
It's never too early!
Wait, what? Whittle Deetings?
For a Happy New Year!
And a bob. She doesn't even look at the camera, she looks at the bob. That's how you know she's extra tough. You know what I mean? What if I look at the bob as it's happening?
By the will of the 10 lords.
Are we gonna be okay?
The 10 lords decree, hereby ordained.
Take this! Shape of Taishu! Rise, Venus!
We're like already lower health. We don't have like a designated healer, it seems, on the team.
Dodge this!
Oh my god.
Plants at the ready.
Do a blast.
Recount.
Turn out your pockets!
I think we're about to get a raising of this stuff as well, so to get a break as well, which is cool. But like, what's gonna happen now though? The shield is saving us for sure.
I shall be the judge.
I'm on guard.
Let's go for it. Yeah, it's such an interesting idea for a battle.
Lance ablaze.
Like, I hope that we get to see more of this stuff as the game goes on, because I'm very impressed. I'm very, very impressed. The shield is saving us. Saving our lives here.
Don't throw the game!
Gui's moveset is very fun to look at. Like, it's a very fun and like bouncy moveset. It's really, really, really cool. Like the dynamite, the movement with the pole arm. I love the jump with the pole arm because that's something that you see like people doing. Like you know, it's a thing that you do with a pole arm. There you go.
Lost, Cirrus.
Look at the fate that this guy had on us. Look at the fate. Look at his smile. That's my general.
Don't get complacent. If I had all of Ignimar's power, I'd never have lost to the likes of you.
If ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a happy Christmas.
Should you decide to try again, my offer still stands.
Oh my god.
But you must.
Look at this.
defeat them.
Jing Yuan and the girlies. That's the girl crew.
Then what are we waiting for?
Wait, you want to try again?
Not so fast! Before we fight again, you need to answer one question like
Yep,
you promised.
100%.
Ugh, pesky devil of a girl. Alright.
Cirrus's voice actor is
what's your
fantastic, by the way.
question?
Look, is this something a heliobus could have done?
Oh, the Bailu thing. Okay.
There are countless heliobi that escaped from the creation furnace. And every one of them could have done such a thing. It could have been vengeance, curiosity, or simply hunger. So how would I know which one abducted your dragon lady? Of course, I do have my suspicions. For example, Luxie.
Luxie. What type of heliobus is Luxie? Sounds like a childish name for a heliobus.
Luxie loves mischief.
Sounds that's a
Even
mischievous name.
without interfering in mortal affairs. Their only concerns are entertainment and freedom. Among all the fragments of Ignimar, the one most likely to abduct your precious dragon lady would be Luxie. We were sailed away for 1,000 years. It's been ages since we last tasted the joys and sorrows of the world of humans. I'm sure Luxie was eager to find a new friend and wander the world.
So see now, Luxie went from being mischievous to actually sounding very terrifying.
I think they're telling the truth. Heliobi do have different personalities, and they can be influenced by the personality of their host.
Very interesting as well, because I wonder then if that's how Tail became a little bit kinder, right?
If a heliobus possesses a great warrior, they might gradually take on a brave,
So
fierce
interesting.
persona. And if their host is a playful child, they may adopt a childlike spirit.
And if their host is an absolute like powerhouse of like a judge of the Ten Lord Commission, like and a lovely person like Ho-Ha, they would like take on some elements of being like a very like lovely person. You know, a Tail had a bit of that in them.
Wander the world with them. It sounds like Lady Bailu would have been an ideal target. She's always running off to play in Arm Alley.
Yeah, mischievous as heck.
This intel should be a big help.
Hey, we're not done here. You still owe me a fight.
Not how it works. We gave you your fight. We have to run some errand first. Be
You
patient.
bunch of meatbags.
Meatbags?
One minor victory, and you think you're something special? Come on, show me what you've got.
The clues are all pointing in the same direction now. It would be wise to strike while the iron is hot.
Thank you for your help, General.
No, really, a lot of help. You know what that gave the vibes of to me? You know what? Oh my god, the chessboard is still here. That's so sick. You know what it gave the vibes? The vibes this was. You know, us getting the general. It's like my dad can beat up your dad. You know, and then we bring our dad. It's like, who's that with them? This is my dad. Very, very, very fun stuff. You know, my dad can beat up your dad. Who'd they have now? Excuse me, were you bothering my girls? It's very, very fun.
The Heliobi are like a flame that burns eternal, with no need for sustenance. But alas, their curiosity got the best of them, and they became prisoners of humans. It is a pity.
That's such an interesting way to put it, right? Do you sympathize with them?
I lament that we share the same weaknesses.
Okay.
Our situation is no different from that of the Heliobi. From the moment we gain sentience, we are driven by desire and instinct, bound to our destiny, moving unceasingly towards our own demise.
So, like, that's actually pretty interesting. The idea of, like, relating it to, like, human, like, ambition and our drive. That's very interesting. Because I think, like, well, you know, I was in, like, an English class, like, years and years ago when I was, like, was a kid. And, like, you know, there's always that, like, you know, our English teacher will always say to us the same thing where it's like, hey, like, you know, someone empathize with this bad character now. And everyone nobody wants to do it, right? But everyone's like, find something, you know what I mean? And I remember, like, even with some characters, like, you know, you'd have to, like, it would literally just be an assignment to, like, empathize with the bad character. And I remember, like, always, like, one of the things that kept coming back up was, like, this drive and ambition that people have, right? You know what I mean? And, like, even though we wouldn't go that far as being a bad person, like, there are similarities always with the people that we strive to defeat. You know what I mean? Like, and I always found that, like, to be really interesting as well. Now that I'm thinking, people always, like, go, like, oh, Cal, you always look at things from both sides. I wonder if, like, my English teacher did have, like, a big, like, hand in that, making us do assignments to empathize with, you know, someone we don't like. Maybe that was a big, that might have been a big part of it. Aren't you afraid we'll be defeated by them?
The most important thing in a soldier is one's intuition for victory or defeat. And you have given me confidence in victory.
That's good. That's very good. Why is Cirrus so obsessed with fighting with the general in Lovu?
The ancient legends recount that the Xianzhou once faced an invasion by a great enemy that threatened the annihilation of every race aboard the Xianzhou ships. In order to save the Alliance, a hero made a pact with the Flint Emperor, the predecessor of all Heliobi.
The Flint Emperor is such a sick name, by the way.
The Flint Emperor would aid the Xianzhou in battle. And if they were victorious, the hero and their followers would lose their physical bodies for eternity.
Wait, what? The people of the Xianzhou would lose their bodies?
When the fighting had ceased, none of the heroes survived.
Ah.
And the Flint Emperor was gravely wounded. Thus, the pact was unable to be
So
fulfilled.
interesting.
As the centuries came and went, the story faded from memory. But the Heliobi remember.
I just got chills.
They hold claim to this debt for all time. The great battle between General Tang Xiao and Ignomar was fought largely
So interesting.
for this reason.
That is incredible. You're not going back to Siege of Divine
Aiding
Foresight?
the
We'll talk about that
Ten
as well as we're
Lords'
going
commission
back.
and Subduing the Heliobi is a legitimate reason to take a leave of absence.
Heck yeah. Take a break.
I shall treat it as a vacation and enjoy the scenery of Fixtral Garden. Though I must admit, the wind here does chill the bones.
100%. If there's anyone who deserves a break, it's the man himself. It's the general. You know what I mean? It's 100% the general. The idea that there was like a thing where we're going back here to Oromali, where there was a pact made with the people in the Xian Show and the heroes of the Xian Show with the Flint Emperor, and the Flint Emperor basically was like, "Hey, I'll help you out, but in the end, you have to give me your bodies," which to me is like, by the way, like such a crazy pact to make. That means like they were desperate, like to save other people. You can have our bodies, 100%, right? I think it's such an interesting pact to make, but the Heliobi story is so much more interesting every single time we hear about them. Not only do they want revenge after the battle that took place between Ignomar and the General Cheng Xiao, it's also the fact that they still believe they are owed the possession of these bodies. These bodies that they possess, they are owed these bodies because of that pact. I'm telling you, there is so much in this game, and especially the Xian Shou story, and even Balewalk, we saw that there too, of the idea of the past creeping up on you and people having to like deal with the past decisions of people from the past, right? And here's the thing, that's something that happens in real life too. You know what I mean? You're gonna be dealing with stuff that happens that people have done in the past for years to come. So cool, such a cool story.
Oh, I haven't been here in a while. It's nice to be back in the old stomping ground.
It's so pretty though, isn't it? It's so pretty. Gwei's color palette is fantastic. It really is.
Oh yeah? Since you're so familiar with the place, you can lead the way and conduct the interviews.
Did I hear something from the peanut gallery?
The peanut gallery.
Look! Those two are wearing Alchemy Commission uniforms. They're probably looking for the
Great eye.
Dragon Lady.
Fantastic eye.
Lady Bailu disappeared into thin air. They must be pretty confused. Remember, we have to keep our identities secret when we interview them. And don't mention anything about the Heliobi. People might start panicking.
Yep, makes sense. Gwei's the voice actor as well. I love the way they do like little inflections and different like changes in tone and like do a raspy thing every once in a while. Like it really shows like how excited they are and how mischievous they are sometimes too. Doing the whole like actually I can just show you what I'm talking about here.
Look! Those
When they
two
say
are
they're
wearing
probably
Alchemy
looking.
Commission uniforms.
Listen.
They're probably looking for the Dragon Lady.
Dragon Lady. I love that, like the whispering, So cool.
Don't worry, Judge Wawa. Effective communication with the public is one of the basic skills of a Cloud Knight.
Su Shang was the first to communicate with Dan Heng when he got here, to the Xian Show. For sure. 100%.
Hello there. Judging by your clothing, you two must be healers from the Alchemy Commission. My name is Sushang. I'm a Cloud Knight soldier. Are you looking for the Dragon Lady who suddenly disappeared?
Even the Cloud Knights are getting involved? Did you file a report or something?
Report? I haven't said a word to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Interesting.
Let alone the Cloud Knights. People would think we were crazy if we reported this. There's something fishy going on.
They're already
How did the Cloud
suspicious.
Knights find out?
Again, it seems very official having all like, not only judges the 10 Lord Commission, but like, well, they all obviously know Su Shang, but like, maybe they don't know it's also the judges. And like, there's a trailblazer here too.
Good question. So, actually, we're affiliated with the 10th...
The 10th Squad. Cloud Knight Security Squad 10
Whoa.
to be precise.
The voice, oh my
We patrol
god.
the streets and respond to all kinds of unexpected incidents. It's grunt work, essentially.
Oh, I can relate. We're no stranger to grunt work ourselves.
Anyway, we heard about the Dragon Lady's disappearance, so we hurried over to see if we could help.
By the way, Gwei showing that she's quick on her feet with this type of stuff shows that like she's done this type of stuff before when it comes to her paranormal investigation stuff and like having to lie before, you know what I mean? Which again, fits her character very much. Not that she's a liar, but that like, of course she has to like, bypass a lot of security and like get past a lot of like red tape. You know, it's very interesting that they show her doing this. You know, and it fits.
Oh, we know this Outworlder here. She's from the Astral Express. I've heard the Dragon Lady mention her before.
Oh, very cool. She and I are best buddies.
Well, it's great that you're all willing to help, but we haven't actually figured out what exactly is going on.
Yeah. Just when we had her cornered, the Dragon Lady disappeared with a bang.
With a bang?
And while we were chasing her, we saw 2 of her. It really is a mystery.
It must be Cloud Him magic. Maybe you were experiencing double vision.
That's what I was just saying. But can Cloud Him magic really do that?
It sure can. This Foxian beside me? Well, she's actually the Xianzhou's top expert on intangible cultural heritage. She's super knowledgeable about Cloud Him magic. Hua, could you share some expert insight with us?
Huh? Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm a very professional expert, and I'd be happy to share my expert knowledge. In fact, Cloud Him magic isn't the only magic out there that can achieve such feats. We Foxians can use our Foxfire to make ourselves invisible.
Okay, we're doing good. She's doing good.
So where did you last see Lady Bailu?
Honestly, though, like Gwei, like having faith enough to go, like, hey, you know, play along, and it actually worked out.
On that road there. And I swear I can hear a child giggling whenever I walk by.
No way.
Must be the wind.
No, that would terrify me. And honestly, like it could be Luxie being very mischievous and laughing at the fact that they can't find them.
Be sure to get some rest. We'll take over from here. Lady Bailu must have seen you and gone off to hide. But with her old friend here, maybe she'll be willing to come back out.
Fantastic. Well, we'll leave you to it.
Grand. Okay, let's go. You know, this is just such a fun quest, but at the same time, obviously, like, you know, you can tell how like spooky this would be for anyone coming into Oramali and hearing like a child's laughter, seeing 2 Bailus.
Lady Bailu! Lady Bailu, where are you?
Wait, just jumping right into this?
Lady Bailu, come out and play with us.
I adore this crew. I adore this crew so much.
Why are there 2 of her?
Wait, you can see them?
They're asking us to play with them.
No, this is the I'm guessing the one on the left is the real Bailu.
Silly head. They're trying to trick you.
Wait.
They're just gonna catch
Wait, what's
you
happening?
and take you back.
Legitimately, by the way, 2 Bailu is too adorable to count, you know?
Ooh, I know. Let's play a game called Don't Let Anyone Catch Us.
So they're both pseudo Bailus. Right? No, wait.
They're asking
Wait.
us to play with them.
This the real Bailu? I guess Bailu just wants to play?
Run!
Wait, no. Did Bailu like find a friend who could like who understands her on a level that no one else could? And that's a mischievous Heliobai? It's definitely there's definitely 2 Bailus.
Seriously? That ghost twin was one thing, but your screaming nearly sent me to the ground.
Gwei's voice actor is so good.
Sorry, but seriously, I knew it was a heliobus, but seeing double Bailu like that sent shivers down my spine.
All of it, the voice acting is so good in this quest. But it's always really good, you know what I mean? Like we've seen like some really powerful performances, but I feel like they're really playing up like the ghost. I don't know if it sounds right to say ghost hunting voice acting, or it's kind of like, you know, Sushang being so scared, like, and even like the inflection here, you know.
Sorry, but seriously, I knew it was a heliobus, but seeing double Bailu like that sent shivers down my spine.
Like how many different like inflections she used here to show that she's scared, like, and also like very urgent in what she's saying at the same time too. Like the voice acting in this quest is great. And again, it's one of those things where we're probably noticing the voice acting even more now because it's obviously a little bit more like playful, I guess, because we're so used to, again, it's one of those things with Honkai, and I feel like the same with Genshin. You know that old quote from Futurama, if you do things right, people won't be sure you've done anything at all? The voice acting's so incredibly good all the freaking time that like sometimes it's hard to like point it out. So when they're actually doing a more like kind of sillier, funnier take, sometimes you notice that almost instantly, you know?
It's okay, Miss Sushang. I've worked in the Ten Lords Commission for many years now, but I'm still not used to their
Oh,
tricks.
you being very supportive. How do we catch them?
They're eluding our senses, but they won't have gone far. We just need to look around.
Great stuff. No, this is such a fun idea for a quest. Obviously, like, you know, if I think it's quite adorable that if that is the real Bailu, and Bailu is like, I finally found someone who like will be as mischievous as me, you know, who will condone my mischievousness. Which, here's the thing, Bailu, you can escape as much times as you want. It's hilarious. You do whatever you need to do, okay?
I can hear laughter.
Wait.
But where's it coming from?
Oh, no, I'm starting to get the heebie-jeebies.
Honestly,
You can say that again.
they're a perfect ghost hunting duo. Are you freaking kidding me? Because I thought like, oh, the ghost hunting duo would just be like, oh my god. I can hear the laughter too. But yeah, they're like a perfect ghost hunting duo. Like, I thought it was just gonna be she brought Sushang to be scared, but the idea of the two of them just like kind of being freaked out a bit, but still being so funny together, I'd watch their live streams anytime. Wait. I heard it's strongest here. It's very loud here. Are they in this door?
It seems to be coming
Yep.
from this room. I'll open the door and take a look. Everyone, stay on high
This
alert.
is so freaking fun.
It won't open.
Oh no. Try to kick the door down. But don't budge and your feet hurt. In heels as well.
Strange. Is this also the work of the heliobus?
They must know that we're following. But now that we know its hiding spot, it's time to use this.
Use this?
This is the harmonic chime. It's an item that the Ten Lords Commission forged to help deal with the Heliobi after the Fixtral Garden incident.
Okay. So they just literally did it right now?
Heliobi create illusions to isolate their victims. But if we ring this chime, our thought waves will synchronize with those of the Heliobus. As for how it works, I'm afraid that would take the rest of the day to
We trust you.
explain.
We trust you.
In other words, we'll be able to enter the heliobus's illusion?
Although this sounds terrifying, at the same time, I'm excited.
Exactly. But once we're inside the illusion, we'll still have to figure out a way to catch Luxie.
Understandable.
You're the powerhouse of this team. We'll leave the door to you.
Do you see what I mean with the inflections of like, I know I keep playing things over again, but like I think that the voice actor has just done such a good job of making a very frantic, funny, you know, in a way mischievous, but also like just like very like an overactive character. Like, listen to the way she says "you're."
You're the powerhouse of this team. We'll leave the door to you.
You know, I can even see her doing like that. We'll leave the door to you with the hand on her shoulder. We'll leave it to you. You know, I think they're fantastic. Doors are my specialty.
Please be careful.
Harmonic chime. Let's go. So do we activate it maybe like Deeting?
When you're ready, ring the chime. We'll all charge in together.
I'm ready for it. The girl crew. Let's go. Ring the chime. Girl crew time.
I never
Love her hair
thought
color.
this would be behind the door.
Wasn't her maze possibly?
Remember, it's just a Heliobus illusion.
Guys, I need to shut up eventually. I just can't get over how fun this crew is together. You know what I mean? This dynamic. Honestly. Sushang stepping forward.
Hey, you over there! Release Lady Bailu!
They seem to be having fun together.
Don't be a bunch of fun suckers. She doesn't want to let anyone take her away. Luxie, they came here looking for me. It's starting to get dark.
Oh.
Maybe it's time for me to go back now.
Bailu was having fun with Luxie, but Bailu knows that she has to go home at some point.
Lulu. Didn't we say
Lulu?
before that we wouldn't let any grown-ups find us and never let them take us home? Why did you change your mind? You're right. Grown-ups break their promises. but we don't.
Bailu does have an issue with people breaking promises.
That's right. Remember, if you ever get hungry, I can conjure up anything you like.
No way.
Berry pheasant skewers.
Look at her face.
Star bubble tea. You name it. We have it right here.
It is kind of sweet that, like, I don't know, like, like I'm not, it's supposed to be kind of a scary thing as well, but it's kind of adorable that Bailu's like, the only person who can understand me fully is me. I know it's not her. It's like someone as mischievous maybe as her.
Okay. Pick some right now. Not yet. Why don't we play a game?
She said right now.
You bad guys over there, okay? You're gonna be in the game too.
This is so funny. This is so funny. Why is this so cute and adorable and funny?
Lulu, let's make a run for it. If we escape from them, I'll conjure up all of your favorite snacks and drinks.
Bailu, it's me, Stell, by the way.
Wow! Then what are we waiting for? Let's go! We're free from the grown-ups! We can play all day, every day!
Oh my god, Luxie. Luxie has found the perfect host.
Wait, stop!
We forget that they're, like, you know, they're a baby. You know what I mean? They're a little baby.
I just want to play a little longer! What's so bad about that?
I understand it. You're quite cute.
Why do I have to lift the weight grown-ups do?
Look at the little run as well.
Grown-ups are always saying, study now and have fun later.
You just said to Bailu to do this and I'll feed you later.
Grown-ups I see at the Alchemy Commission never have time for fun. Stop chasing us!
Again, this is 100%.
Just let me have some fun.
Bailu has found someone who, like, is letting them have, like, the most fun in the world. This is what Bailu's wanted all along. But I'm wondering, is this chase gonna, like, end up as, like, you know, maybe, like, going someplace that we're,
That door over there is the only way out. We'd better close it.
So we trapped them there? So the next time they go, oh, if they go around in a circle, they're gonna be trapped. Again, this is again a fun mini game. I've seen this again before, like when they
By the order,
Yep.
they sure know how to run.
kids will have the stamina for like 10 hours and then will collapse, just fall asleep.
That's the power of a helio.
Well, okay then. I guess like, but I was thinking like kids have stamina anyway. But okay.
Catch your breath before you pass out.
This is I don't know. This quest is so funny to me. It's so adorable to me as well.
Let's try a new strategy. I don't think we can beat them like this. We need to use our heads.
Sushang's gonna use her head? Now we're really done for.
They're friends, so I won't insult, won't say stop because I know they're friends, and this is probably then like, you know, people, teasing each other. I think I'm hyperventilating. I barely broke a sweat. Let's just say this.
Ow, you're fine. Just take a breather.
Everyone was breathing heavy. I was just joining in. I was trying to make you guys feel better.
Wait, I have an idea. How about we use a little reverse psychology? Instead of chasing Lady Bailu, we get her to come to us.
Okay, interesting. How's this gonna work?
Are you serious? Does that little dragon girl look like she's gonna come running over to us?
Chasing Bailu around like this reminds me of something I saw back home when I was a child. On my home planet, resources were scarce. And if you wanted to eat meat, you had to risk your life by going deep into the mines to hunt an animal called a sky mink.
Wow.
Sky minks fly so nimbly and are so alert that even the quickest of hands will have a hard time catching them.
Why are we having this story time all of a sudden? Did you get the meat? How does the story end?
Gather round, children.
Ugh, don't interrupt.
They're
Hear me
teasing
out.
each other is very fun.
The sky mink's ecology is unique. It lives in symbiosis with a venomous creature called a shrieking lizard. When a sky mink goes out to feed, it lets the lizard protect its young.
This is something that actually happens in nature, right? There is like creatures that decide to like, hey, we can work together, right? This is something that does happen.
So we used to go to sky mink nests to catch shrieking lizards instead. When a shrieking lizard gets caught, it calls to the sky mink with a loud shriek to warn it to return to the nest and protect its young, which of course led the sky mink right to us.
Okay. Sounds a little cruel, I guess.
Well, the competition for survival went two ways. Shrieking lizards spew out a potent venom, and failure to take proper precautions cost many a hunter their life.
Right, and I suppose like the thing is as well is like, you know, we've in this game we've probably already eaten a lot of meat as well, so it's like they're hunting for their food. You know what I mean? This is something that like, you know, can I really judge them for that? You know, in fact, you know, you could argue that hunting for your food is like more humane than like, you know, an industry of food. You know.
Nice story, but what's it got to do with chasing Lady Bailu?
Especially when you need to eat, you know, you're starving in this case as well. If you don't hunt, you're not eating.
Ugh, isn't it obvious? If we catch one Bailu, the other will come running to us.
Okay, so just like the shriek of the creature.
I remember one of the judges had a precious item called a Lunambra gourd, which could absorb and imprison Heliobi. Oh, come to think of it, I think that's the thing I smashed. I wonder if they fixed it.
Actually, I have one with me, but it's only effective when a heliobus is close by.
How having is being so prepared.
Nice. In that case, you can take the gourd and camp out in a corner. The rest of us will chase Lady Bailu back over here.
If we catch Lady Bailu, will Luxie really follow her into our trap? Do Heliobi really have a sense of loyalty to their victims?
Who knows? Cirrus said that Luxie is kind of childlike. It's worth a try.
Yeah, they might not want to leave the other child behind. You know what I mean? Their friend behind. So it would be difficult to catch Bailu as she flees in the illusionary maze. We can only drive Bailu to run into the Lunambra Gourd's matrix. There are various doors in the illusionary maze that can block the path. This is fun. Close the appropriate doors to alter Bailu's escape route. This is a fun mission. It kind of I've seen it like in other games before, this type of mini game. It's just something that like has been a thing since the beginning of time, and it works so much in video games. It really does. So we have to try a way to like drive. Is this the right way to go? Where am I? No, this is not the right way to go. Sorry. That actually makes it easier though. You know what I mean? You have to find a way to drive them into the middle there, and it's actually going to be quite fun. I'm actually going to have a blast with this. I know I will. So let's start over here. Well, this door's still blocked off, so maybe we have to. I think we have to open this door. Now, okay, we can also close this door. Oh my god, this is going to be maybe a little bit complicated. We have to get them up here, right? Somehow. So I'm thinking we go through here. Hello.
Why do grown-ups always say that life is harder for them? So weird.
Oh my god, they really don't like the grown-ups, so I'm gonna go here.
Kids once too? Would you spoil the fun for younger you just because older you isn't happy?
Look, so you tell him.
Exactly.
I love that Bailu has found someone they can relate to so hard.
They always talk about things I don't understand. I just want to have fun.
So, aiming through here, so this might not have been the right way to go about it. Let's go back this way. And they're so fast. Look at the little run of them. So, actually, it might have been smart to close that door over here, but I think we have it. Yep. That wasn't too hard. That was grand.
Don't let me go. I don't want to be locked in here.
I feel so bad. It's just, they're so adorable.
Lady Bailu, please calm down. You're not yourself right now. You're being influenced.
That is true too. That's something I didn't think of as well through this whole thing. I was just thinking Bailu's finally found someone that like they can be mischievous with. No, they're obviously under the influence of the Heliobus as well. Because I do think it's like one of the things I even said, like you heard me earlier, I was like, I'm Stell. You know what I mean? I said I'm Stell because I was kind of like, why aren't they like, wouldn't they just see Stell and be like, let's go with Stell?
You were lying. I never had playmates. Today I finally found
No.
one, and you guys are trying to take them away.
That's actually very sad though, because they don't, right? Every time they escape, they're like, just like by themselves. Yes, it's heartbreaking.
Grown-ups are so mean. As soon as they see children having fun, they want to ruin it.
I support Bailu's escapee stuff all the time. You're right. Sorry. Yo, boss, maybe we should let her off with a warning this time. Honestly, I kind of want to say this.
Careful. Don't let them manipulate
I am
you.
fully manipulated. They're too adorable.
Sure enough, they walked right
Yeah.
into our
And I
trap.
understand, like, obviously this is like Bailu being like manipulated and stuff like this, but also at the same time too, like, Bailu's personality is very much like trying to be more playful and trying to have fun, and grown-ups like trying to stop that fun,
I was considering letting you join the club and have fun with us. But since you're so determined to spoil everything, I'm afraid we'll have to settle out differences through violence.
Violence?
Yes, violence. The only language you grown-ups know how to speak, right? The one you use when you're telling us off.
Wow, I love that they're playing on all the ideas of like being a kid, and like obviously playing up like the emotions as well that maybe Luxie feels about being mischievous, but also like it's a very extreme version of what like Bailu talks about, like grown-ups ruining her fun as well, Very interesting. We're gonna be fighting Luxie now. So we know the Fiend Fire, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's just reminding us, I think. 100%. It's reminding us of this too. Yeah, it's such an even like even though it's like, again, as we said, it's a fun quest at the same time too. It is another example of the of what they can do, right? Of the
Unworthy.
of what the Heliobite can do, right? I love this music so freaking much, man. It's so good.
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks.
Let's see some sparks fly. Whoa, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Lulu.
The grown-ups won. I can't play with you anymore.
Lulu's a very cute nickname.
Luxie, we said we never go back with the grown-ups. They break their promises. But we
Well,
can't.
here's the thing, by the way, like, and again, I know it's under the influence, right? As I said, I'm Stell. Stell wouldn't break a promise to you. Stell would never.
There's nothing I can do about it. Playtime can't go on forever.
This is actually kind of heartbreaking.
But we still had lots of fun. Let's play again next time.
Like, out of all the Heliobite we've met, Luxie's not that bad, Let Luxie run for president of the Heliobite.
There won't be a next time. Hua, you know what to do.
I know, I'm not stupid, by the way. I know you can't have a Heliobite going around possessing people, especially not poor Bailu either, who is, again, under the influence of a Heliobite as well. I know this, right? But it's hard not to think that this is just, like, a very cute interaction as well, right? I understand that it's, like, a deeper down, it is a possession, and we need to stop it, right? It's just, like, really, like, you feel for Bailu as well, because obviously it's also bringing a lot of their inner feelings to the surface as well, or at least exaggerating to them to a high degree, I feel like,
Luxie, how long before the next time we can play?
You know what I mean? Like, it's just
together?
like their voices and everything is just...
We both have many years ahead of us, so in that sense, it won't be long at all. But for now, I have to leave with these grown-ups.
And there we go. Man, like, such an interesting quest, right? And again, as you said, it's so adorable, so cute at times.
Lady Bailu, it's getting late. You need to go
Right?
home now.
But at the same time, like, it's also like we have to understand that, yeah, even if, like, I think that, like, the little friendship between Luxie and Bailu was kind of cute in a way, it's a possession, right? And it is like it's dangerous, and you can't just let a Heliobite roam free like this as well. As Jing Yuan said, you can feel bad for them 100%, but it's something that, like, they kind of, I think Jing Yuan was kind of saying they kind of, like, not bring onto themselves, but it's like, because they try to possess so many people all the time, they can't just be allowed roam free. Which is an interesting way to put it, which is why I guess the furnace is a thing as well. All the Heliobites disappeared, and Bailu's eyes regained their clarity. She's retaking control of herself. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, while we can think that the Luxie and Bailu thing is quite cute and it's adorable, like, all this stuff as well, it is a possession. You know what I mean? And it is something that you can't just have, roaming around the place.
Everything's
Yeah,
so
see what I mean?
fuzzy.
Yeah, 100%.
Did I do something bad?
Yeah. No, don't worry about it. It wasn't your fault.
No need to feel bad, Lady Bailu. You were in a dream world. None
Yeah,
of it was your
100%.
fault.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just like, if they didn't go around, if they found a way that the Heliobi, like especially ones like Luxie, could like coexist with humans instead of taking over them, I don't know, it would be very interesting. And again, they're so interesting in general, like in terms of like their lore and their history and their characters. That although like it's like, yeah, we have to stop them, I also like have a very fun time meeting them. You know what I mean?
But I made everyone.
Don't worry about it.
Me for so long. I shouldn't have done.
It's okay.
that.
Just see it as a day we had fun. We all played tag.
It's only natural to want to escape when strict rules are being forced on you. I know there are a lot of grown-ups trying to control you, telling you what you can and can't do. They're the ones to blame.
I love oh my god, Gui's like, hey, screw those grown-ups.
I was ready to apologize to everyone, but now you made me forget what I wanted to say.
Apologize for what? You know, you and me have a lot in common. I'm almost a grown-up now, but I still miss my childhood days and running about barefoot.
Gui being very sweet here, right?
My big brother used to boss me around. He'd give me chores, constantly telling me to grow up, that kind of thing. Then one day, I decided to rebel. I ran away to prove that I could get by without my family, and eventually settled on the Xianzhou.
Gui relating to Bailu in a way, like the idea of wanting to be your own person and not wanting to live on, you know, to prove that you can be independent in a way.
Whether it's a dragon lady like you, or an ordinary person like me, I feel like many people's lives follow a similar trajectory.
That's such a good way of putting it. It's such an amazing way of putting it.
One day, you'll have the strength to leave your current situation and move on to the next phase. In the meantime, I suggest you try and cherish the good, rather than apologize for
Oh my freaking god. What a freaking great message here, relating to Bailu on this level, right? Already fantastic. But then like this quote here like hits probably hits so hard for Bailu as well, right? Instead of just apologizing for the stuff you do wrong all the time, right? Or the stuff that you perceive to be doing wrong all the time. Look at all the stuff you do good. You know what I mean? Look at this, you know, and again, it's one of those things where like, she's saying one day you will be old enough to be able to do your own thing. One day you'll be able to do your own thing and stuff like this. But it's like, but right now you should cherish the good parts of this. You know? And I love Gui relating 100%. And look at the way Sushang's looking at Gui like with such like, yeah, that's my gal, you know? That's my gal. Really fun stuff. Really pretty stuff.
All right. I don't want everyone to feel too sorry for me. Hey, did you ever think about joining the Alchemy Commission as a psychotherapist?
Why, do you want to talk to her more?
Jeez, and there I was, pouring my heart out. Now I feel like this kid's lived longer than I have.
Bailu is very experienced, yes.
Can we not linger around here too long? This place is really spooky. Maybe we can chat somewhere
I love
else?
this conversation. I love this whole scene. I love this whole quest. Like I said, while like, you know, I think intentionally so, it's supposed to be a little bit difficult because it's like, man, they just look like they're having fun, but then you have to remember, no, it's a possession. You know what I mean? You can't just like let them roam free like that. But also as well, like it is like, I feel like an exasperated version of like Bailu's feelings where like she, you know, the Luxie clearly knew Bailu wanted to escape and hates the idea of grown-ups telling them what to do and stuff like this. And so like that obviously like, you know, took those feelings from a 7 to a 20 like very, very quickly. But we can't have them just roaming free possessing people. We can't. It just can't happen, unfortunately. Even though you'd love for them to be able to like, you know, be Luxie deserves to be, you know, be a mischievous and be a mischievous, you know, person and all this stuff. But it's a possession. You know what I mean? And also then of course like Gui relating to Bailu was very sweet too. Very sweet. Cool. Okay. And that's like a little domain thing as well. I have so many things to level up my characters. It's crazy.
Luxie didn't seem as evil as the
No,
other
I wouldn't say
Heliobi
evil.
we've
I wouldn't
seen.
say like it was like a very... They didn't seem they had like an ulterior motive. It seems like they literally just wanted to have fun. But of course, obviously, if you're changing people's minds and people's mindsets and exacerbating their feelings towards other people and stuff like this, it's something you can't have, you know?
They sure made us run, though. If I ever have to run like that again on the job, I'm filing for work.
You tell them. Honestly, I'll like second it. 100%. You deserve all the money in the world.
Heliobi don't really fall under good or evil. They just act according
Oh,
to
interesting,
their
yeah.
desires and emotions. I hope the others will be just as easy to
This
subdue.
is a very interesting thing to bring up, right? The idea of like, yeah, it's like the reason Cirrus is the way they are because they have a desire to defeat the general, whereas the desire of Luxie is just to have fun. It's a very interesting way to put it. I had fun.
I should go surrender myself to those two medics. They were looking so hard to find me.
Yeah, honestly, if you want to join the girl crew, you can as well. But obviously, you probably should get back.
Wait,
What is it?
we're going to make a post about this paranormal incident online to attract more followers. It'll help us get more intel.
Very cool. Okay, are we gonna use Bailu? You tell Bailu about the website Ghostly Grove. Ghastly Gravy.
I get it. You can't just tell the public that the dragon lady was possessed by a heliobus, right? So, we won't mention my name, right? And we'll make up a headline?
That's right. We want to report this incident like it's a paranormal phenomenon. The more exaggerated, the better. And then announce that it was solved by our ghost hunting squad. Then we add on a few photos and videos. It'll be sure to get lots of views.
Let's go.
That's great and all, but I'm not good at making stuff up on the spot.
I love that Bailu's using this tone as well.
I heard that you helped Mr. Cian write stories before. You must be an expert wordsmith.
I'm afraid you're overestimating. Aren't you the one in charge of social media engagement?
It's all a team effort. Come on, help me think of something.
Whatever you need me to come up with, I'll try.
Sounds good. Let's have a think about it.
Wait, so you actually make the... No way. Here's a picture I just snuck for the post. That's a nice shot, but when did you take it? Don't worry about it too much. You people need to remember to take more pictures too, okay? More pics equals more fans. I guess so. Next up is a little creative liberty. Am I right? A plain and simple retelling of a supernatural experience won't get any fans interested. We need to add a little pizzazz. The Ten Lords Commission also hopes to reduce panic caused by the escaped heliobi, so adding in some embellishment would be good. After selecting different post styles, we will also receive different types of comments. So, let's see. So we're gonna pick breaking news. Still, let's post it once you select your intended style. So mind blown, check out this cosmic horror that can duplicate itself. Honestly, I'm for that. You can press here to change it if you're unsatisfied with the current post style. No, I'm good with that. That's good. Published. That's so fun. We actually have to manage like a social media account.
I say that's a good title. What does everyone think? Alrighty then, it's decided.
Perfect.
You should go back.
Really fun
soon,
minigame. I know it's not a
Lady
minigame, but you know what I mean.
Those two medics have had a rough day.
And don't apologize.
Okay, I'm going back now. Thanks for the rescue.
No problem whatsoever, Bailu. Anytime.
Case closed. I never knew catching heliobi would require so much work.
We're not done yet. Madame Hanya said that once we've subdued a heliobus, we should return to Fixtral Garden and lock them inside one of the evil binding matrix's suppression towers.
This is like, again, like we said, like it's a really fun quest with the undertone of like a very spooky thing and a very like worrying thing that could happen here, which is obviously the idea of what are the heliobi going to do as well. It's one of those things where like we had Cirrus, who like is a very serious threat, right? This idea of Cirrus like taking over people's bodies, almost like, let's be honest, almost destroyed us if it wasn't for Tail. Like almost got us. But then also you have like ones like Luxie. Luxie is going to be like a little bit more playful. Luxie doesn't, so it's almost based on their personalities. Luxie seems to not give a damn that much about the idea of like, maybe not give a damn is the wrong way to put it, but doesn't really like care too much about the idea of like, I need to fight. Hanya's just sitting over there. That's really freaking cool. The characters, lots of characters just sit around the map, by the way. Sing Shui is in one place. We had, I saw Hook down below as well. There's just characters just hang out in places. It's really cool. Yeah, Yeah, like, I love that it's based on personality, so we can actually, like, have more of a nuanced conversation about these Heliobi, because, again, like, I 100% think that would be so cool. I think Jing Yuan kind of feels this way, too, where it's like, yeah, it'd be cool to have them just roam the place and, like, let them, like, live around this place and let them live, but the unfortunate thing is we just can't. We just can't at all, because they keep possessing people, and that's just an invasion of privacy. You can't. I know they feel like they're entitled to that as well. A lot of the Heliobi think they're entitled to that, but I love that it's, like, different between personalities, you know? So we can look at Luxie and be like, well, Luxie didn't mean too much harm, but they still possess someone. And you can't have that. You know what I mean? So you can look at it in both ways in that sense. I think it's honestly a very cool way of doing it. Expel evil and capture stray spirits. With the support of the Ten Lord Commission Spirit Fairs, you seal the Heliobus within the Lumibara Gourd.
It's over. Now I can finally get some rest.
No, girl crew for life.
But there are still lots of Heliobi roaming
Let's go.
out there. We can't rest for too long.
I say we take over this Yan show. Girl crew for life. Let's call March. And Don Hong. But Don Hong is and Don Hong. But he's not a girl. We're calling Don Hong. I can't live without him. Let's let tomorrow worry about tomorrow. That's actually, yeah, honestly, like telling your that, you know, I think sometimes people use that as a way to, like, you know, maybe get out of stuff, like, you know, that's for future Cav to worry about. But I genuinely think this is a good way of, you know, getting rid of your anxiety sometimes.
I couldn't agree more. I'd rather focus on resting first. I need to wait for my heart rate to recover before I go chasing another Heliobus.
Let's continue in the group chat. The new group chat. I'm backed up on messages. I need to check stuff. So here. Coming. Hello, everyone. I want to quit this chat. Glad to meet you all. Got to meet you all. Hey, guys. This is Haha. Glad you're to meet you all. Stop fooling around and sell. Wait, no. Haha, like, copied us. I won't keep you any longer since we're all tired. Just have one thing to say. Our post today is blowing up. It got tons of comments and reposts. It has become one of the hottest posts today. Woo. Well done, little Gui. Gwei. Woo. I love that Haha also chose, Haha. She also chose them being scared as their post. I'll double check it soon. I'm going to check it out now at the Ghostly Grove now. Yeah, everyone go take a look. So this is like, oh, you're sharing links. Is this like a checking mode? Oh, here we go. Are you sure this is okay? Is this a scam? Oh, the different comments. That's so fun. Okay, but OP could have got, like, they're all like talking about it. This is a really cool minigame. Anyone met a weirdo in the Exaltic side who wants to play chess? So there's other assignments as well you're going to get to, like little adventure quests as well. But then we also get a message from Guifan. Hey, here's the thing. If you guys want to, like, maybe see this in the future, we could definitely, like, see something about this as well. But, like, right now we're focusing on the actual Trailblaze mission. I know it's like, you know, we kind of want to, like, you know, I know it's kind of, but again, I think it would be like a 10-hour quest at that point as well. You know what I mean? It would be. Nothing to report today. It's so quiet. No one's really chatting here. So different from the other general chat groups. Maybe everyone's busy with their own thing. Oh yeah, busy is good. Busy is great. Little Gwei, Stell, haha, come on, come in. Our little Gwei requires your presence and care. What happened? Yeah, what happened? They want to chat. They were just trying to get someone to chat with them. The little sticker. I see. Ghost Hunting Squad, comms here. Let's have a long chat. I want to have this chat too. Let's have a nice long chat. Wow. What about haha? I didn't see Miss Gwainifan would specifically ask. I didn't think Miss Gwainifan would specifically ask. The Ghost Hunter Squad is never meant to be serious work chat only. Chat away if you want. Yay, yay. Yay. Okay. So we have to actually, I think we might actually have to do we might actually have to raise our level to do the mission itself. So I think we do have to do Ghost Hunting Squad. I didn't even know this. It's one of those things where, again, like I said, like I don't really like ask for this information or anything like this before we go into this stuff. So I think we actually have to do this side quest to like to continue the Trailblaze continuing quest. Oh my god, look at the view. Welcome to the Ghost Hunting Squad meeting point. By order of the Ten Lord Commission, we are free to capture Heliobi here. Look at that. Gwei's on their phone. I was a bit bored. Sushang sitting here looking so cool as well. Now open the Ghostly Grove and check out what people have been posting about. Just keep investigating. That way you can make a name for yourself and not mention receive more investigations. This post has piqued my interest. Press it and check it out. Anyone met a weirdo with the Exalted Santos? So I guess you have to accept this mission to like actually get more fans. The loser on this chess game loses their soul. This is some kind of a duel of the darkness. I thought you were going to say something. What do you all make of the situation? It's very mysterious. It's very mysterious. It's very mysterious. It's very mysterious. I mean, this looks like the work of a heliobus. It just could be some kind of street performance. I thought the helibi were supposed to hide and scare people from the shadows. What would one be doing causing chaos on the streets? Helibi are stubborn creatures. We can't use human logic to judge their intentions. If it is a heliobus, I should go and check it out. Yeah. We're counting on you, Cell. If you're into any danger, contact me or Hanya right away. Lil Gui and I will have to go check in our lead. We'll wait for your good news. Alright, split up the gang and go get to our task. Yeah, I didn't realize that you had to do the side quest to get to the trail-based continuance missions. Like, at that point then, I feel like... I know it is still a side quest, you know what I mean? It is still a side quest, but I wouldn't call it like an adventure quest. That means it's part of the continuance mission then, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, is it really... Well, I guess you could count the continuous mission as a side quest, but is it really a side quest, this blue mission, if you have to do it to continue another mission? I guess not. You know what I mean? It's more of oh, Yangqing's here. Cell, what are you doing here? I was going to ask you the same thing. I think I'm here for the same reason you are, to subdue the heliobus. The general received an official letter from the Ten Lords Commission and left the seat of the Divine Foresight in a hurry. I read the list of arch enemies before and figured this heliobus must be a good opponent to sharpen my sword skills, so here I am. Okay, cool. I was looking to sharpen the sword skills. How do you know where the helibi are? The helibi are very weak and no match for you. Well, no, I wouldn't say that to Yangqing. Do you know about Ghostly Grove? I heard someone on the site there where there were strange things happening here, so I came here to see. Kids, are you playing chess or not? I figured you don't have the brains to beat me. Turns out you don't even have the guts to challenge me. Don't talk like that to us whatsoever. Stella, let me introduce you to this heliobus. She calls herself the Chess Ghost. Those guys in the back seem to be people who just lost to her, so she's so good at chess that she just like destroyed these people. Coward, you wouldn't dare challenge the Chess Ghost. The Chess Ghost is insane. The Chess Ghost is insane. Wait, no, that's the opponent? Are they all followers of the Chess Ghost now? That's right, you're no match. Coward. You were the slightest bit provoked by that? It's more because she's ridiculous. It's hard to take her seriously. Honestly, yeah, when I saw Chess Ghost, I was like, okay. You wretch, how dare you be so impudent? Don't talk to Yangqing this way in any way, shape, or form. You're going to jail. Enough talking, you will show me some basic respect. Will you play chess with me or not? Are you going to play chess with her, Yangqing? It's embarrassing to admit, but I don't know how to play this type of chess. I don't play chess. I haven't played chess since I was a kid, so I wouldn't even know. Normally, I play Jiansho Star Chess with the General, but the Chess Ghost chess is alien to me. Uneducated swine, this is called Pathfinder. It's a puzzle game that originates from the Luofu Divination Commission. Responding to the Pathfinder questions is a type of chess match that will exhaust your mental strength. Can you answer my riddles? It's a riddles. I'll play with you then. Yeah, let's go. This outward has some guts, unlike you. Do not talk about Yangqing badly, ever. You're clearly a Sancho swordsman, and yet you run off with your tail but your legs. Do not ever. Okay, Yangsho, you can just end their life. Whatever you say, I came to bring you heliobus to justice, not play silly games. I love that Yangqing isn't like taking their crap. It's just like, whatever, yeah, okay. Like, you know, not getting goaded into this. Even if you lose up and end up on, like those she's defeated, I'll use my sword to rescue Yangqing. Yangqing said, if you lose, I will still end their lives. You barbarian, this is a battle of minds. You think using a sword is fair? It is if you're possessing people. Bring it on, Outweller. Let's have a hearty game of chess. Are you ready? Bring it on. I like your courage. Wait, what? It's actually... Okay, and enter the movement commands of the Ingenium ahead of the time guide to leave the maze in a set number of moves. Each Ingenium will proceed along the determined direction until the very end when it encounters an obstacle and waits for the next command. So we have to, like, move it to the path? No, that was wrong. Sorry, it's 1. No, wait, hold. Oh, I get it. I get it now. It will move no matter what. and in a direction. So we need to go. That'll move to there, then up, across and up. That's right. Yeah, I get it now. You got this. Let's go. Very fun minigame. Very fun minigame. Darn it, I used all of my talents to create those riddles and you saw through them easily. Damnation. Look at the kid in the back. Oh. Aren't you a sore loser? Trust me, that wasn't really hard. Shut your mouth, damnation. I will make you pay. You shall pay the price, as these three that humiliated me before you did. I thought those three lost to you. Turns out Chess Ghost is just a sore loser. I may not have beaten them, but does not give them a reason to mock my abilities and call me an amateur. These three are the definition of minds over manners. Such people disgust me. You will die alongside them. Wait. I'm no good in these games of wit, but if you want to fight, that suits me perfectly. Come, Chess Ghost. Allow me to teach you a thing or two. I love that Yangxing is so 100% on board of just like, I'm going to take out my sword and I will fight you. So after all this, it still ends in a fight.
This
yeah. Yeah, I know. The enemy's about to acquire feet. Are they?
All will be revealed
It doesn't say it there, but let's go.
in lunar flame.
That's like it's very strange that that's like the. Am I wrong? But that's like the third time they've done like a similar tutorial for like the combat. Were they worried that people wouldn't really understand it maybe that much? Possibly. Damnation, people like you with minds of a man, but no manners. What use is solving riddles anyway? You remember this. And we caught another one. This is actually like kind of a fun idea. It's a super fun idea. Oh my god, they're all passed out. The Heliobus fighting style is quite unique, but too low level to entertain me. It seems the Heliobi wars are finished. Yangxing, you were so cool. You were so cool. The Heliobus is just a pawn in their ranks. True, there must be masters among the ranks. Now we cannot leave these victims unattended. I shall escort them to the apothecary. May we meet again. Yangxing contacted the healers of the apothecary and took appropriate measures. I should head back and seal the Heliobus in the suppression tower. Honestly, though, this is just a really cool idea for an event and a mini game and stuff like this. Like literally going around kind of ghost hunting. I know it's parasites, but ghost hunting and getting to meet characters like Yangxing here. Whoa. Wait. Is that... No, that's... Sorry, I thought that was Cirrus for a second. Yeah, no, Yangxing's so funny. Yangxing's so funny. And they're already adorable. That was the coolest they've ever been as well. Like, you know, Yangxing can be very cool too, but Yangxing kind of being like, hey, like, if you lose anyway, I'm going to kill him. Like, Yangxing's just like, yeah, if you lose the game anyway, don't worry. I'm just going to use my sword. Love that. She's here. Stell is the one you're looking for. Hello, I'm a Spiritfarer guardian of the Ten Lord Commission. I have awaited your return for a long time. I'll assist you in unlocking the Heliobi and the evil binding matrix suppression tower. Thank you for your help. There's more that I wish to discuss with you in detail, but I can't wait until you're finished. I shall take my leave for now. It's okay, thank you so much. Expel evil and capture stage spirit. Okay. That kid has good manners. Are they Spiritfarer too? Much cuter than the child possessed by Cirrus. Honestly, I'm not gonna... They're both probably adorable. Maybe that Spiritfarer just now wasn't actually a child? That's right, they seem pretty familiar with the Zansho culture already. So, what was the real deal with the chess ghost? Did you post an update in the Ghostly Grove? Let me think about it. So you have to post an update as well, which again is so fun. I think... What's this one? The future of esports. Digital reality is here to stay. Maybe not this one. Maybe Hottest Scoops. The ghost story will melt your heart. Maybe not this one. What about breaking news? The real chess ghost they don't want you to know about. I think this is funny. Let's go. That's a funny post. When I first saw the post, I thought it was some kind of evil spirit had possessed an ancient chessboard. I wanted to ascend to the heavens until it played perfect chess game with a long-sought masterstroke. Turns out I was just an amateur that didn't even know what chess is. Who would have thought? That's actually very funny as well, yeah. Well, that's that. I've got to get back to work. See you soon. See you again soon. So out of this, we got some more fans as well. We have to make it to 20,000 fans, I believe. Talk to this... Wait. New extras might be attained when the heliobi become sealed in the suppression towers, which will greatly aid your suppressing demons. Now that I'm done conveying Judge Huo's message, I shall take my leave. Thank you so much. So, do we have to go over here and, like... we accept the Helios' challenge? I'm so confused on what... because, again, I'm trying to do the continuous mission, but I'm so confused on what will actually lead us to that. I think we have to... I think we should keep going with Ghost Hunting Squad. Right? For now. At the mean point, you quickly view the active suppression towers in operation and proceed to challenge them. This is also the place to check out the extras we've already acquired. And just so you know, the Ghostly Ghost subscription rewards can also be claimed here. So don't forget it. Right, you can head over to my account to take a look. Okay. They love the tutorials in this game. I understand why they do it. By the way, it's because legitimately, I know for a fact that even myself, even though I'm like, man, there's so many tutorials. Like, I would be like the same person who, like, when I didn't get a tutorial, I'd be like, what's happening? How do I... wait, what? Wait, what's happening? What is this? You know, huh? You know? I'd probably be the same person that would be confused 5 minutes later, so I can't ever be like, there's so many, you know? I would be very confused a little bit later. This is our post we got here as well. So accept the mission. Let's go. And these are fun in fairness. Like, I wasn't expecting to have to do these. A phantom scarskiff. I heard a similar urban legend long ago. Legend says the stargazer Navalia and a phantom starskiff had gradually and silently approached 2 workers when they were patrolling among the incubators. The skiff was quiet as a messenger visiting from the void beyond. The more courageous workers boarded the starskiff to take a look, only to discover that there was no one on the skiff. There were only a wailing parrot goblin. As he walked deeper, he found the skiff full of cargo and even contained the food that was still warm. Oh, don't be afraid. Musushang, you seem to be trembling. Yeah, I think so. The only mystery was that the deck was covered in blood, as if there was a rough battle before. The worker examined the route map and found out the starskiff originated from the Xianshou Daiyu and was heading towards the Jianshu Shansheng. But aren't these two Xianshous? Looks like the starskiff had lost their direction and gone off course. The timid worker thought he heard his partner calling and boarded the phantom starskiff. Soon after, the starskiff slowly faded from the stargazer Navalia. From then on, no one had ever seen the 2 workers again. Whoa. Ho ho. Interesting, there aren't any... Is there any more? If you like, there's a follow-up story. Since there's someone to witness the ghost ship, it may be Helios is doing. We're going to investigate, you know? Can a Helios create the phantom starskiff too? I'm not sure, but it's highly possible. As long as we don't board the starskiff, we should be fine, Miss Sushang. Let's go, Ghost Hunting Squad, move out! Move out! I do love that this crew is still working together with this stuff too, you know what I mean? It is very, very fun to me. I adore them. I adore them so much. Especially like with the idea of like the spooky ghost hunting thing. Like we actually are a ghost hunting crew, even though it is like, you know, I know a parasite hunting crew, but it's still very fun to me. The post said they saw the phantom starskiff around here, but since the phantom starskiff, I doubt we can spot it easily. How about we split our ways here and regroup once we find clues? Splitting up is taboo in horror movies. 100% it will get you killed. Yeah. It's better for us to go together. You're all overcautious. Fine, let's search together. Search the clues for the phantom starskiff nearby. Gui is 100% that person who would be like, let's all split up, you know? She's the friend of the group for sure, you know? There it is, the phantom starskiff over there. But there's someone here. This music as well disappeared. Did you see it? The phantom starskiff disappeared. Could I ask who you are? I'm Xingyi. Oh, we did. You're the freaking daughter of Yukong. What the hell? Is the Skyfaring Commission looking for a phantom starskiff too? I acted on my own. Madam Hellmaster won't let me track down anything like a phantom starskiff. She doesn't allow others to investigate it either. To her, it's just some supernatural stuff and it's a waste of time to discuss it. But you saw the post online? That's right, and I thought of coming here to find it, to try and find it. In the end, you saw it and I saw it too, but it disappeared. What a pity. I thought I could board it and film a video, and I missed the opportunity to make a hit post. Board it? Why would you do that? What if something strange happened to you? Miss Eugenie, are you here to find out more about the skiff? Yes, I heard someone said my mother, Madam Yukong, you call your mother, had boarded the Star Skiff a few days ago. Perhaps I'm being paranoid, but I do find my mother a bit different from usual self. She often moans and sighs, seemingly moody all day, as if she'd become another person. Why would someone as unwavering and firm like my mom turn out to be like this? So I've researched several rumors about the Star Skiff, and I'm here to investigate further. Perhaps she is being possessed? Is that a possibility? What do you mean? Could Yukon be possessed right now? Mom is being possessed by a Heliobus, then what should I do? Stay calm, Miss Shini. I'm a judge of the Ten Lord Commission, and I will handle this for you. But before that, what other rumors have you heard? I heard people saying that when Mom left the Star Skiff, there was a Foxian pilot on the skiff as well. They were wearing the Skyfaring Commission uniform. Madam Yukong isn't the only one who's possessed. You're right. Madam Yukong is often handling official business at the Palace Astrum. If you ring the harmonic chime, that place in that place, it might be a bit inconvenient, no? Most certainly, the place in Astrum is the official location where we receive quests from the Xian Shou ships. I understand you need to exercise the demons, but please do not make a ruckus there. How about we ask Madam Yukong to come out alone? That's a good idea. Come on, let's go to the Palace of the Astrum now. So Madam Yukong could be possessed right now. And it's honestly interesting the way they do add like a lot of like known characters to these side quests as well. Especially bringing back Xingyi also at the same time too. Is she here? Yukong's right here. Yeah, like bring back Yukong and Yangxing. Seeing you at the Palace of the Astrum, I suppose you're here for me? Madam Yukong, there's something we wish to speak to with you. Ring the chime straight away? Should we just do it? The right chime rings and Yukong turns her head to you. A hint of doubt flashes across her eyes. Stella, what are you doing? That's an innovative way of saying hi. So maybe she's not possessed? Madam Yukong, we saw a phantom star skiff at the Stargazer Navalia. Do you have any idea about it? Could you be any less indiscreet? I got nervous. She got nervous. I'm sorry, I have no idea about it. I believe it's just an absurd legend. The skiff is real, but it disappeared the moment we got close to it. Perhaps it was just an illusion or a light or a speedy star skiff. Please, why don't you be honest with me? What's the intention behind your visit? The Star Skiff Commission does not register any imaginary star skiff. Someone saw you board the Phantom Star Skiff. There are many Foxians who have a similar figure as mine. I suppose that person is mistaken. The thing is, like... Though, I feel like Yukong's very noticeable, like, from a distance even. You know, that's Yukong. Everyone knows Yukong. Mistake Madam Yukong for someone else? Are you serious? Exactly. That's how rumors and street talks come about. Some things didn't happen, yet they can make it sound conclusive. What should we do? Madam Yukong's answers are impeccable. Why don't we get honest with her? Madam Yukong, I'm a judge of the Ten Lord Commission. Well, I'm afraid that you have been affected by the Heliobus. As it's inconvenient for us to handle the matter of the place in the Palace of the Astrum, we would like to invite you to the Fixtural Garden for a thorough check. You suspect that I'm being possessed by a Heliobus? That's right. A Heliobus will be attracted to one's strong emotions and produce hallucinations based on your experiences and memories. Young lady, as the Hellmaster, I'm already well informed of the circumstances of the current Heliobus disaster. I know its characteristics, and I would never trust the hallucinations a Heliobi to produce. Never mind. Only when we are open and honest can we resolve all doubts. As the Hellmaster, I should comply with the requirements of a judge of the Ten Lord Commission. Yeah, there we go. However, you have to wait until I'm done with work. I'll meet you at the Fixtural Garden tonight, if that's okay with you. Certainly. It's been a long time since I visited the Foxham Tomb. Let's meet there. By then, all your doubts will have been answered. It's so interesting as well, like, because not only bringing back characters, but also having a character be like, I should know if I'm possessed. You know what I mean? Which again makes sense again too. Wait, where do we go in here? Oh, inform Xingyi. Should we not just go to the garden to get this sorted? Wouldn't it be better to inform Xingyi after we talk to Yukong? Maybe after we sort this. Did she agree? Yes, your mom is very stern, just like my mom. Her presence makes it difficult to speak up. I didn't expect you to have a mom like this. So we're learning about Su Shang's mom as well. Everyone, my intuition is telling me that Madam Yukong isn't being possessed. Yeah, there wasn't any reaction for the harmonic chime. Are you serious? But in the past, she should never reveal such a melancholic expression. Sometimes she becomes so distracted that she stares blankly at me without uttering a word. It's like she suddenly turned into a child who needs me to put her to sleep. I don't know what to do either, so I can only embrace her silently in my arms. Interesting, so it's like, again, Yukong is like the opposite of that, right? She's someone who has like all this stuff in place. She's someone who's very supportive. She's very commanding. Even Sushang said it there. She's someone who has such a presence that it's hard to even like, you know, truly like work up the courage to talk to her. So to have her be like this is very interesting. We had such a huge crisis on the Xian show a short while ago, but she didn't show a single sign of weakness back then. Yet she came home one day and started acting this way. I can't think of other possibilities. But everyone has a soft side? Exactly. The stronger the person appears to be, the better they are in concealing their soft side. That's how my ma is. Sushang honestly relating to Xingni here as well with her mom, right? Regardless, Man and Yukong agreed to meet us at the 6-year-old garden tonight. We should clear out any doubts with her. Leave it to us, but it'll be good if we can take a close-up picture of the Phantom Starskiff. That way, my fans will definitely increase. Honestly, truly. I knew what you're up to. Come on, let's get to the 6-year-old garden. I mean, this is why we're doing it. We're doing, like, you know what I mean? Like, we have to get some fans if we want to move on with this quest as well. So, like, I'm not exactly against her idea, you know? So what we're getting here is that, like, Yukong is acting much more vulnerable than usual. She's acting, like, a little bit more, like, timid than usual. And she's someone who's very put together, and we know this. So it's obviously a very strange thing, so it's hard to explain exactly what's happening here. Is that a ghost over there? What is this game? What are we doing? Man Yukong said to meet at the Foxman Tomb is about time? Yeah, it makes Xingni's shadow. What? Is it possible Xingni's the one who's actually possessed? Oh, what a twist. Oh my god, we can't ignore this. Come on, let's catch up to her. Because I was like, what the hell is that ghost doing in the distance? So maybe they reported their mother because they were possessed? Possibly? I have a feeling the battle is coming up, by the way, so we might as well do this anyway. And we have one of these to get as well. So we're following Xingni now. This one step stops me every single time. So interesting. Yukong, we need to talk? Mara struck people up here as well. And here's the star skiff as well up here. But Yukong isn't here yet. Who are you? The spectral Wait, no! That's not Xingni! No way. They did this in a side quest? There's no way they did this in a side quest. Having Kai show up like this? Don't you dare disturb us. That's so sad. That's her star skiff then. What are they doing here?
Repay.
How dare this game?
Time to
That's
change
genuinely
tactics.
lethal,
Lend
man.
me your strength.
I did not expect that whatsoever.
The punches decide.
Whoa. The voyage of the Phantom Starskiff should now come to an end. Manu Yukong? Yes, I invite you all to the Foxen Tombs so as to clear up any doubts you have about the Phantom Starskiff. Yukong, you're finally here. Oh my god, in a side quest! The illusion looks more like, so much like Miss Xingni. Why is she constantly calling your name? Because as far as I'm concerned, it recognizes me, it misses me. Because Xingni is like, looks like Kai, right? The Phantom Starskiff is a manifestation of people's thoughts by the helibus. It travels unpredictably on the Xian show, following the sorrowful thoughts of those who mourn. Wow. So it's like literally like manifests people's thoughts. When someone with a broken heart comes to Foxton Tomb, it would come to meet them in the guise of ones who had passed away, as a hearkening to the inner cries of their friend, who would respond to those with unfulfilled promises of reunion. Crazy. The one who passed away? What's special about the Foxton Tomb? There are a few places on the Xianshou Luofu where one can honor the dead, but the Foxton Tomb is different. It's a place where for Foxians to commemorate the deceased. After a great war with the denizens in the Abundance 30 years ago, many people had come here to commemorate the falling pilots. The ones who passed away? It has taken the form of my fallen comrade in arms. Yeah, Kai, what the hell? I've come to the Fox 2's countless times over the years to reminisce of my days with Kai. I forgot how to pronounce it, by the way. Back then, we told each other everything. We understood each other without needing words as we flew. And we fought passionately side by side. That's crazy they did this like this. I even entombed the airship fragments from the Great War here. I didn't expect, as time went on, my thoughts for her would take form of a star skiff and actually fly back to me. This must be so heartbreaking. You haven't been to Fox 2 for so long, but your sadness only grows even greater. I had to come and find you. I thought I'd gotten used to not thinking about you, but when I boarded the star skiff and saw you again, I remember those bygone days and reduced to a weak foxing girl once more. Oh, that's what happened to them. Wow, that's what happened in the end. Is that like the reason they were so down on themselves is because like they were reminded of those feelings for Kaie as well. I can taste your salty tears, but you have never stopped crying in your heart. If you need to talk, I will always be here to talk to you. Yeah, 100%. I'm sorry, Kay. I've asked a judge of the Tenor Commission to come here so I can bid goodbye to you. The rainbow took pity on me, allowing me to once again meet the person you are in my memories. But for that, I'm grateful. But I must not stay stagnant. In this moment, I want to move with my life while holding on to my memories of you. Your daughter. Our daughter. Oh my god, Signy is doing very well right now. This crept up on me. Out of nowhere they're doing this. I'm sorry that I couldn't fulfill my promise to you. Xingni will become a pilot, as she chose for herself. Yeah, because she promised to never make her a pilot, right? She will become a pilot as marvelous as you were. I understand. Thank you. Before going to my next destination, I wish to ask you. Will you ever touch the sky again? What a question. Yukong doesn't reply. She gazes soulfully at the illusion of her deceased friend. And keeps the answer to herself. I see. Goodbye, little Kong. What is this game doing creeping this up on me? Goodbye. Once again, I have that feeling in the pit of my stomach about this. The phantom and the stars have suddenly dispersed into fluttering glitters like fireflies no longer taking shape. Your group captures... Yep. Everyone, I'll explain to Xingni about everything that happened in the past few days. She has a right to know. Hold on, we didn't mention anything about Xingni. She knows. She knows. Do you think my daughter can hide anything from her mother? Just like you couldn't hide anything from her either. She was so worried about you too. Miss Judge, the Heliobi have been captured. I believe your mission here is complete. Madam Yukong, I would like to have some time alone now. And that's very, very Yukong. I would like to have some time alone now. Just a single sentence. Very, almost not forceful, but very commanding. Like, leave me be. You know what I mean? Not in a rude way. I just need to be alone right now. You know? For sure. Let's get this chest. And we have to cast into the thing as well. All these spirits as well. Yeah, it's very Yukong, honestly. Like how commanding it can be. But it's so interesting that, like, you know, that's how strong the relationship is as well. The fact that they were able to, like, you know, notice each other, that both of them had these, like, issues happening. And in the end, like, that's, you know, like, hey, you know, my daughter can't hide anything from me. That's the same with your daughter. You can't hide anything from her. This whole thing started because, like, you know, Xingni was worried about Yukong, but then Yukong wanted to finish it, obviously, for a combination of, like, letting this go and letting the past go. Not letting it go, but, like, you know, saying goodbye, feeling like it's a very big gift, but also at the same time, please don't let my daughter worry anymore, right? The both of them were so worried about each other. A person's thoughts for someone could take form of a starskiff in return. I see, so the Heliobi are even capable of such a thing. Times of this make me recall how Madame Hanya said Heliobi are simply starfire essence attracted by emotions. Perhaps the Heliobi never acted based on concepts such as good or evil. You have a point. Well, I know this spoils the mood. Just say it. I got a picture of the Phantom Starskiff. How will we make a post right now? Right. It's a very sentimental thing, but obviously, like, we have to do it, right? We got to count on you to increase our fan numbers. Like, we have to do it. It's our job. Such an interesting quest. I didn't expect that to creep up on me at all. Here? On the unobservable ghost ship? That's good, right? That's good. I believe Madame Yukong will still return to this place in the future. That's all for today. See you later. Yeah, very, very interesting way of doing this. Like, I didn't expect, like, it to have, like, a quest like this show up at all. You know what I mean? At all. And we got our fans. So you have to do these assignments. So I'm just saying this right. This might be put up to 3 episodes because this is a lot longer than I thought it would be. I didn't know you had to do these side quests as well in this too. Yeah, and if that's the case, if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, we're not gonna complain about it. We're not gonna be upset about it. If the quest is longer than I thought it would be, you know what I mean? That's the thing. And the person that even told me how long it was said they didn't know if it included the mini games and stuff like this as well and the event stuff. They didn't know. So like, yeah, it's not like I had anyone any idea like what it was gonna be, you know? So I am fully on board for just like, okay, if we have to break this up into 3 parts, that's the way things go. You know what I mean? It's just the way things go. Honestly.
Hello. Let's get started with today's operations.
The Ten Lords Commission Special Operations Team for the Heliobus Containment Breach Incident, aka the Ghost Hunting Squad, is ready for
Let's go.
action.
I'm very excited. I love this team all together. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like
Does that
we're
seem
the
like
only
can I switch to a
ones in
4-day
good
week?
Spirits today.
I mean, I just like being around these characters, you know? I understand that it's a very weary job, you know? A very hard job to have.
Sleepy.
Oh, sleepy, okay.
Little Gwei, what kind of magical elixir did you take to make you so energetic?
I think this is just our passion. This is our pure passion.
Every time I see our follower count increase, I get so excited I can't even sleep.
Oh my god, the voice acting
It
again.
works better than any kind of tea or coffee.
Well, aren't you lucky? As soon as I closed my eyes, I dreamt of endless running and circling and chasing after Lady Bailu. It was even more exhausting than doing it in real life.
Legitimately, like, I love the different personalities on display here as well. Obviously, like, you know, this is Gwei's, you know, her love, her passion, you know, this is something she adores. Sushang obviously, like, loves her friend as well and obviously wants to help out at the same time, too. But obviously, like, you know, still understands, like, you know, like, from her perspective, it's like, this isn't, like, her main passion. So, like, she's still getting tired by this, too. I love, by the way, I didn't talk before, look at the, like, the 2-color waistcoat that Haha has. It's really cute.
Sushang, you slept for an entire day.
And she's allowed to sleep for 1 more day if she wants to.
Catching ghosts is a night job. It only makes sense to sleep during
There
the
you
day.
go. Reasoning.
An idea. How about we all just pretend that I've been possessed by a sleep ghost? Let me sleep for another 10 hours and then call it a day's
Honestly,
work.
fair. Like, that sounds fair. You sound like you spent some time with Xing Shui.
That's the Celestial Jade player over at Exalting Sanctum. Whenever I pass through on official business, I always see her with loads of
And that's her official business as well, would you believe?
Even a judge knows her. Her reputation sure does.
She's very
precede
funny.
her.
She's a very funny character.
Who is this exactly?
Oh, you don't know her? Okay. I guess, like, if you're, like, you have your head down and work. That's what I always say about, like, workplaces, man. It's like, you know, like, the only time you notice when someone's not pulling their weight. So, and here's the thing. Xing Shui is not that person. She pulls her weight. But the only time you will notice someone's pulling the weight is when, like, you know, you're not doing your job as well. You know what I mean? Because, again, like, I feel like most times in a workplace, the group activities is when you notice, like, okay, this person's not helping out this. Because, you know, sometimes workplaces are a team, you know? But if there's, like, individual work that everyone's doing in the same space, you won't ever notice, like, they're not doing their job unless, like, you know, you're too focused on it. You know what I mean? Or if it affects you directly. You know what I mean?
It's this girl. Here, look at this post.
Which girl? I'm late as usual work today and everyone's acting sus. At a certain undisclosed commission, it's really strange. When I arrive at work today, everyone seemed off. Their faces were pallid and their expressions were gloomy and they had a distant, unfocused gaze moving slowly. I curiously asked what happened, but no one said a word. The entire divination commission feels eerie and it scared me to the point that where I lost all interest in playing tiles. Oh, this is Xing Shui. What's even stranger is that when I wanted to slip away when nobody was looking, but ran to the Master Diviner. She didn't even ask me about my attendance. She just told me that to be late as usual. Something is definitely going on in this certain commission. That is very strange. name of which I'm not at liberty to say. Yeah, that's very strange. Let's go.
Hi, take my job seriously. I'd never post something like late as usual on a public
We know you
forum.
wouldn't. We know you would. You're like, no, Sushang's so dedicated to her work. She's so dedicated. Like, she's such a fun and lovely and nice character, but she is so dedicated.
Miss Sushang, I think you missed the interesting part.
I know. No, that's what makes Sushang so fun. Is like she saw all this post about like everyone's acting strange. You know, like like there's probably like a possible possession here, and Sushang's like, late.
The description in this comment is really suspicious. It definitely sounds like Heliobi activity to me. And if Heliobi have managed to infiltrate the Divination Commission, that spells big trouble
Right,
for
okay,
the law
yeah.
Fu.
You're right. Maybe we should contact Miss Qingque and warn her not to go to work today.
Since when does she remind you to skip work? I mean, we have her contact details so we can talk to her, right? Yeah. Is everything all right on your end? Don't go to the Divination Commission. Stay away from the Divination Commission for now. It could be dangerous there. So maybe it wasn't Xing Shui making the post. I think it was though, wasn't it? Don't worry. I just saw what happened and posted about it as soon as it took the left turn out the door. So what exactly happened? Why is everyone looking so sluggish? Guard the gate. Guard the gate, Xing Shui. Don't let anyone in or out of the Divination Commission. Stay safe and we'll be right there. Got it. I'm a real door guardian. I love that, like, this is how, like, you know what I mean? We've gotten getting people's contact details is so fun to me in this game because, like, it's like, yeah, we know Xing Shui. We're friends with Xing Shui. Like, of course we're the one to contact them.
Notification sent. I guess now we should go to the Divination Commission and see what's going on.
110%.
But let's talk to Cirrus again first.
Oh, really? To ask another question? These designs are so cool.
Can't you stay and chat with me for a while?
Function.
Oh, they want to chat, but they're like a machine. Yeah, this is like, I guess we could just travel over here, right? Yeah, we could. Again, like they're using the real characters, the real people design show, which makes it feel more of a threat, right? The idea of the Heliobi, like the idea that it's affecting people that we know, not just people we don't know, even though you should care about the people you don't know as well. The chest ghost is here now? Interesting. Hello, Cirrus.
So, you imprison Luxie in the Matrix. And I heard the cries of other Heliobi longing to break free. That would seem the Ten Lords Commission has everything under control. What is it you want from me?
Same old, same old. We just came to vent some anger. We miss you.
Blech. You've managed to disgust me still further.
No, that's very funny.
One victory equals one question. Don't forget the agreement you made with the
You
general.
didn't make that agreement.
Don't be so sure of victory before the battle begins, young one. Without Tail to protect you, isn't so doing a Heliobus a bit overwhelming?
Not at all.
for
She's
you?
been doing a fantastic job.
You know, if you can accept me with an open heart, I can take his place and help you.
No,
Really?
no, we do not want him. We do not want him.
Of course.
Not at all.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Oh,
When she wants it, she was planning on this?
The fact that you're trying so hard to persuade me means that you're not sure of
This is
victory
what I'm talking about. This is what this story is all about with Ho-Ho. It's not just like the idea of like, oh, she's timid and she's scared. She's capable of so many things herself as well. Like, look at this.
If you were, you'd have
Yeah.
devoured us without hesitation. Am I right,
Walked him
Cirrus?
right into this.
then have it your way. I'll destroy Jing Yuan's pawns here and now.
Another battle, so we're gonna have to battle them every single time, it seems.
Don't let your previous victory go to your heads. The slightest misstep will be your undoing.
Lend me your strength.
It's
Let's see how you perform without the general here to watch
oh my god, so they're so overconfident, they're like, it's the general that definitely made them win.
Never rest.
And we're still using this chessboard too.
Mortal bodies will fatigue and breathe their last breath. Then I will endure.
We might wait for him to stop talking because this move is very powerful. Okay. It's very powerful. Yeah, that move is very powerful.
We
Oh,
did
look,
it.
let him have one victory. Can we find someone for him to take possession? Just one.
Ask
Just
your
one
question.
possession. That's all.
We think the Divination Commission has been infiltrated by a Heliobus, but we don't know which one.
You tell Cirrus what's happening at the Divination Commission?
Entering the Xianzhou's window to the future, it must be none other than
Kirillum. So it's another, again, they know a lot of these names, right?
They always relished hounding your prophets and seers with questions of destiny, watching them flounder between the random and the preordained.
Destiny is preordained. Destiny is not preordained. I guess I believe we found out from Kafka that it's like your destiny is like not something that is on a set path. There's multiple different paths to your destiny, but I'm still just not going to answer this one.
That pile of protein in your human skull is computationally inefficient. Your conjectures on destiny are little more than analogies.
Well, I guess that it's perspective that's serious. Like, we know from Kafka. Kafka has told us that destiny is not a set path. You will always, wherever you end up is where you end up. So in a way, it is like, it's like wherever you end up, that's your destiny. But a destiny in a way is not just like a thing where it's like you have to go on this path. What Kafka was saying is that no matter what, and Elio was saying this, and again, not that you can trust him totally, but Elio and Kafka believe and know from their perspective that there's multiple different paths. And say you're going, like, you end up being a baker, right? That was your destiny. That's where you were supposed to end up. But at the same time, if you made a different decision, you could have ended up as a boxer. It's just the way things go.
But we, the shapeless, are different. When we come together to harmonize and observe, destiny is clear and vivid as firelight cast into darkness.
The shapeless are different when we come together to harmonize and observe, and destiny is so they can see destiny clearly.
Look, in warfare, nothing is more important than being able to predict your opponent's movements. Among the fragments of Ignimar, Kirillum was in charge of knowing the past and predicting the future. It is said that during that fateful battle, Kirillum had a premonition of failure, but Ignimar ignored their warning.
Interesting. So Kirillum could see what was going to happen here. This is so interesting to hear more about the lore of Kirillum and Ignimar. It seems that they could see things. They could see things that Ignimar couldn't, or refused to hear. I guess.
It looks like we have a clear target this time. Let's get
Lovely.
going.
So, like, just to get like a full encapsulation of this, they're saying that like they feel humans can thoughts and destiny is just analogies and illusions. When we come together to harmonize our destiny, so whenever they're all together, they can see destiny so clearly. They said in warfare, nothing is more important than being able to predict your opponent's movements. Kirillum was in charge of knowing the past and predicting the future, but they did not listen to Kirillum, which is so interesting to me. That they have different jobs, and we know this, like, they have different personalities, so like that would make sense that they have different jobs within that army as well and within that force.
I may not have the same predictive power as Kirillum, little fox girl. One thing I do know is that sooner or later you will beg for my help.
Never. We ain't letting it happen.
Time will tell.
We ain't letting this happen. Like, the little piece of lore we're learning there from as well with this character, also with Cirrus as well. I love that we're getting bit by bit. It's getting drip fed to us as well. But already the idea of the Heliobus are so interesting, because like when we first heard about the Heliobus as parasites within the furnace, what's the first thing we thought of? And you probably thought of this too. Don't lie. We all thought of this as just like maybe like a parasitic like worm, like inside the furnace, or like a parasitic thing inside the furnace, like burning or whatever, or like being contained. But it's actually like a almost like a culture of people who like feel like they have been wronged, who feel like they have like suffered and they were lied to, and they deserve something out, like they deserve to not only take over the bodies of people in the Xian show, but also a lot of them want to fight the general. They all have their own personalities, their own lives, and in this case there was like even like tactics and tactical battles here, which makes sense why like Ignimar like nearly won. You know what I mean? It was a close battle at this stage. It's so interesting hearing more about this and like getting more information on these parasites. I love it. Let's talk to Xing Shui then.
Oh, you're here. Is that a 10 Lords Commission judge?
What's the situation inside?
Something's amiss in the Divination Commission. Everyone is mumbling to themselves. Is this some workforce overhaul? Did I set a bad example?
No, don't worry about that whatsoever. Don't worry about that whatsoever. You being you all the time.
I'm afraid not, Miss Qingchua. Something unexpected happened. I'm just not sure how to explain it.
Tell the truth. No, let's tell the truth, right?
The Divination Commission may have been infiltrated by some unknown creature. If you rush in, you could become a target too.
I trust with my life. Believe it or not, I do think Xingxue, even though she can be a little bit like quote unquotely, I don't think she's lazy. I think she just likes to relax, right? But we know from past experience, especially with O'Malley Hustle and Bustle, if someone else is like being put out and being upset by some stuff, she's the first person to be like, I'll help out. You know what I mean? I want to help out. She's the first person to do that. She doesn't want anyone else to be upset or hurt. Even she doesn't want, and we know this even from here, she doesn't want her own actions to affect other people too. She just wants to relax, and if it does affect other people, she gets upset by that. So I do trust her.
Miss Sushang, we're supposed to
I trust Xingxue. I trust Xingxue.
I want Qingchua to have an idea of the gravity of the situation.
Yeah, I trust Xingxue.
I suppose Miss Qingchua should be safe enough. The one we're chasing probably has a more complicated
Wait,
target.
no. I just realized what they're saying. Again, sorry that I'm still like, they were saying that she could have been possessed. But honestly, though, like, I don't know. Maybe, like, I get that now. I get that now, 100%. We're not just laying low. We just don't want someone to find out if, like, we're looking for a possessed person as well. And honestly, Xingxue is really good at her job. So, like, she is complicated in terms of, like any human is complicated.
That sounds like a compliment, but at the same time, I'll just take it as
Everyone has different, like, forms of, like, intelligence, work ethic, and their jobs and stuff like this. And, like, Xingxue is very good at that game, the Paisho game she plays, and she's also, like, actually a really good, when she does work, she's really talented.
In that case, Miss Qingchua, could you stand guard here for us while we investigate?
It doesn't seem like a good idea to just stand here under such dangerous circumstances, does it?
I mean, you could leave, but wait, are you thinking of coming with us? Didn't you see how bad the situation was?
Yeah, I've seen it all right. But if I leave now, won't that count as an authorized absence?
I love that she still worries about, like, her,
I can get away with slacking off, but the Master Diviner won't tolerate complete abandonment of my post.
Like, she's very good at slacking off, but she does it within the rules, and, like, she gets, like, notes and doctor's notes. Like, she's very good at this stuff. I actually, like, appreciate that a lot. It's very funny.
Besides, you guys need someone familiar with the Divination Commission to show you the way, right? Then
Yeah.
let's go.
I get the vibe that she's not possessed, but then again, I have been wrong about this stuff before. Whoa.
So stay close to me, okay? I'm a little
It's okay.
scared.
It's fine. Was that always red? Yeah, like, Xingxue's character, like, again, is so funny and cute to be and adorable because, like, again, and, like, just relatable in some ways, too. I love that she's constantly trying to get out of work, but she gets out of work by using, like, actual notes and doctor's notes and sick notes. It's not a thing where she's, like, she just leaves randomly. And also, then, what makes her such a complicated and interesting character to me is that, like, when she needs to, she will make sure that someone else is not going to be upset or hurt or hurt by her actions. And also at the same time, she does worry about her people. And when she does work, she locks in so much. There's a reason why she's here. There's a reason why she's respected. Oh my god. Fu Xuan's on there as well. So interesting. Okay.
What are they looking at?
Is it was that again?
Is everyone okay?
They're looking up at the freaking thing.
There's only one way.
What?
Divination is meaningless.
Are they possessed as well?
How did the Matrix of Prescience become like this?
Yeah, it's like all red and smoky.
Look, Diviner Fu is standing at the center of the Matrix of Prescience. What is she doing?
They all seem possessed.
Judging by her chanting, I think she's performing
Oh,
navigation
maybe, okay.
calculations.
Just them doing their thing.
Divining.
Apologies.
Something's not right. The Matrix of Prescience isn't moving at all.
She's probably already been possessed by a heliobus?
A heliobus? Is that the danger you were talking about?
Oh my god, look at the girl crew is growing every single day. Look at this.
I read about them in a book. Starfire essence that can transform itself. Enjoys manipulating the dreams and desires of mortals. You mean the Master Diviner is being controlled by something like that?
It's terrifying though, isn't it? It's such a terrifying prospect. You know, again, like, and how much we've learned about the parasites this quest has been crazy, right? They went from being something we heard in passing to being like the lore expanding to like they have their own culture and feelings and like differences. It's so crazy how much they've expanded on this.
How can we snap her out of it?
We could try ringing the harmonic chime. If we're close enough, we should be able to enter the heliobus's illusion.
We can try that. Let's shake it. Oh, wow.
Silence.
Oh my god!
Chatter is not permitted in the Divination Commission.
We got like horror film Fushuen turn around.
Master Diviner, you're awake! Or perhaps we should call you Carolyn.
Carolyn, yeah, like Cirrus said.
It doesn't matter what you call me. I am the master of the Divination Commission. The current divination has reached a delicate stage, and no one is permitted to disturb it. Not even a judge of the Ten Lords Commission or a guest from the Astral Express.
They're being very aggressive, right? Like the growl in their voice.
Qing Shui, I have grown
No.
weary of your insubordination. Are you the one who brought these outsiders into the commission? Have you turned a deaf ear to all the rules I've laid down?
Like the clenching of the teeth kind of smile. Like Xing Shui, you know that like everyone knows you do a good job when you do a good job. Don't fall for this. Don't fall for this.
Qing Shui, you are hereby expelled from the commission.
No.
That's...
No, don't fall. Don't. This is not Fushuen.
Darn, now we're down one person.
That's the way Sushang looks at it?
A great idea!
No.
My days here really have been unproductive. Loafing around outside and playing Celestial Jade, all while taking a Divination Commission salary. How to put it?
Compensation without labor? Well, no, because she has worked at times, because we've seen her do good jobs. That's why she's kept around. But, like, obviously, like, this is, like, probably her way of getting out of this without having to, like, you know, ruin anyone, like, without, like, upsetting anyone else, you know? Too much of a good thing. Living high on public expense.
That's not quite the right way to describe it.
I also forgot, by the way, when I said that Xing Shui, like, doesn't want to upset her people. I think she doesn't want to put people out, but I think she was also, like, and this is the way I put it, she was also, like, the person who, like, called in sick whenever, like, they were, like, whenever there was a massive workload. But I will still argue that wasn't the fault of Xing Shui. That was the fault of the person doing the goddamn rota. And they didn't want to admit fault. It's not the employee's responsibility to not call in sick because you made a bad choice. You know what I mean? It's the person who made the rota. If they messed up the rota, don't expect people to pick up the slack. You know?
I would call it wasting my life.
She's just so happy about this.
Thank you, Master Diviner, for giving me the push I needed. Since you feel that my skills could be put to better use elsewhere,
Oh my god.
it's time for me to think about making some changes.
I adore her with all my heart.
But before I leave, I have to help these guests take care of some trouble here at the commission. If I don't, people will think I was fired because of cowardice in the face of danger.
Yeah, we can't have that, can we not?
What next? What do we do now?
She's so happy. She's like, well, I'm gonna take this as me being fired, you know. But let's keep this task going.
Giving a dramatic speech to my boss was cool and everything, but it's not gonna help her break free from the heliobus clouding her.
Right. Okay.
I'm not sure what to do. The heliobus isn't trying to trap us inside the illusion, and it doesn't look interested in attacking us either.
Some of these heliobus genuinely feel like they're trying to live a life. You know what I mean? Some of them it's like they're trying to like live their life as Sushed here. Just like before when Luxia was trying to like just live a life of a mischievous kid. And again, we can't allow them to, I want to make clear, I'm not saying, oh well, just let them live. Let them possess people. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like, I'm just trying to get into like the minds of like what each parasite is trying to do. And here it seems like they're like very okay with being kind of like an aggressive version of Fushen.
Clouding my mind?
I've never been of clearer mind than I am right now.
Sure, bud.
From now on, I will dedicate myself to defining the predetermined futures of the Xianzhou Alliance, and will make these futures known to the world so that all can live in clarity.
I think you got off the deep. There you go. How is it possible to define every future? Since when is the future predetermined? Again, we know the future is not technically predetermined, right? We know this. Well, all we know is that there is a destiny you have, but you can take many different paths to get, and whatever you, it's like wherever you, as you said, wherever you end up, it's like if I choose today to get up out of bed and I go, I'm gonna go get an ice cream, but I choose halfway there, but halfway there someone stops me and goes, hey, I need to tell you something about ice cream, and I go, no, sorry, buddy, I go to get ice cream, and I go get ice cream, eat the ice cream, then but if the other path halfway through, I listen to the person, they're like, ice cream, all the ice cream's being recalled, you shouldn't get an ice cream, then I don't get an ice cream, then both of those were my destiny, just depends on which I ended up on. Like, whichever path I ended up on was my destiny, in terms of what Elio thinks and what Kafka thinks. So it's like, if I get to eat the ice cream that day or I don't, no matter what, that was my destiny. There's different paths that seem predetermined, but that's just the paths you walk on. Whatever, if destiny was completely predetermined no matter what, then Kafka and Elio would have no reason to step in on anything.
I know what you want to say. Spare me the lecture on human wisdom prevailing over nature and those ridiculous notions of free
Ridiculous?
will. These are but crude illusions created by the brain. From the beginning, there was only one.
It seems like the Helios definitely do see the idea of, like, different from Elio. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm just, like, on Elio's, side all the time. I just find his look at the future very interesting, and Kafka's look at the future very interesting. But it seems that, like, for me, from my perspective, the Helios, like, see destiny as a completely different thing than what Elio sees it as. Right? But also, like, this Carolyn wants to expose, like, the future of all people on the Xianzhou, and I wonder why they would want to do it. Maybe just, like, to make them, people doubt them or something like that, or to scare, I don't know.
You are nothing more than a pawn at the mercy of the Stellaron Hunters.
Oh, bringing up the Stellaron Hunters, because that does make sense, because I guess that is where they would be at most odds, which is Elio's perspective of the Destiny, right? Like that, because then they both feel different about Destiny.
What day you boarded the Express, who your enemies are, where you go. These choices
this is so
that
interesting.
You think you make freely of your own accord are mere tributaries that will eventually converge on the path of destiny.
And I think at this point it's like what you believe then, right? Because like for me, like I think it's also like more pleasant to think that the Kafka and Elio Destiny slave aspect is like more appealing in a way. You know what I mean? It's like it's way more appealing to think that like, no matter where you end up, it's like that's where you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? And that you could have made different choices. Because if I end up like, in a situation where I'm not too happy, and I can look back and be like, oh, I could have made this choice and changed things. Even though that's hard to think about, you're like, if I just did this different thing, you know what I mean? At the same time, I feel like you can also be like, oh, well, at least I know I can change things in the future, right? It's very interesting to hear the different perspectives.
Your journey to the Xianzhou, the defeat of Fantilia. All these were written into a script long ago by that slave to destiny, hidden in the
Wait, so
shadows.
they're saying that Elio wrote this into a script? When in reality, what we heard from Elio and Kafka is the idea that they're trying to change the script. If this was written into a destined script, though, then why would Kafka even have to, like... I guess you could say, well... Okay, it can get confusing. The paths themselves... Elio has seen the paths, and they're letting Kafka go on those paths to help us move on towards a different path. The path that they saw, that they thought was most preferable, was us making friends with the Xianzhou, and they moved us onto that path. The way Carolyn is saying is that it sounds like they're saying that, no, it's already written. Like, Elio has already written this in the past, which, like, I don't think that's what Elio's perspective is on this.
Even in this very moment, your options are few. Ready your bat and charge at me. Argue with me loudly and futilely. Or fall into silence.
Those are still 3 options.
Don't let her words get to you. There are always other options.
Yeah, well, no, and that's the thing. Like, and I don't mean to be like full on like I want to be a Stellaron hunter. I kind of do. You know, they're very cool. But like, I also at the same time, I'm like, you know, I would. You guys know I'd never leave the Astro Express, but they are very cool, the Stellaron hunters. But like. I do. I actually like not only like adore kind of like the notion, and I find it very interesting, the notion of Elio's idea of like destiny and stuff like this. Even though it can be terrifying, I also just find it so intriguing to the point that it's just like not that I want to believe, but I also like love it. I love that idea of destiny, the idea that there's multiple paths. And it makes like those characters so much more interesting to me as well. But also at the same time, I do adore that there's like Heliobus who have also seen the idea of destiny as something completely different. Ready your battle charge. Oh my god, fall to silence. Argue with her loudly and futilely. Should we just attack or let's argue? Fushan seems disappointed.
Come back to me when you've thought it through.
Wait, so you wanted me to attack? You wanted me to attack? How about this?
The moon shines on the truth.
Show your courage.
Let's wait and see.
Such trivial choices cannot change the inevitable. If you are still not convinced, I can demonstrate to you the true nature of destiny in a way that your human brain can comprehend.
Sounds good to me.
Then follow me.
Whoa.
What is this?
Wait, is this the minigame we did earlier?
This place is what the Divination Commission calls the Pathfinder. It's a sandbox game that diviners use to simulate future paths and exercise our minds. But why did the Master Diviner bring us here?
You want us to play a game? You want to play a game with us?
That's right. Now listen. If you place an ingenium in this little maze and give it a command, it will find its way to the exit precisely as it was commanded to do so. Are humans not the same as they navigate the path of destiny set before them?
The only reason I disagree, and again, I don't mean to seem like I'm like a worshiper of Elio here, right? The reason I would disagree is that from my perspective, what we saw with Kafka, and again, I know someone might say like, Calvin, just don't believe everything you hear all the time. Everyone's got different takes, 100%. But I'm saying that like, you know, from experience in this game, what we saw with the whole thing with Kafka was that Kafka pushed us onto the path of being friends with the Xian Show. 100% that's what they tried to do, right? But at any moment, we could have defied that path. We could have. We could have been like, oh, we're not going to help out with the Stellaron. You know what I mean? We're leaving. I know I think we were like not allowed to leave at one point until like all this was figured out. I know that. But we could have also at the same time done, no, we're going to sit down here and just like let you guys figure it out. What, you know, and if they execute you, if they get rid of you, if they put you in prison, that's still another path, you know? Whilst there was a push from Kafka to push us towards the Xian Show, Kafka was right about one thing, and that is that it's not really our destined path to be nice and help out the Xian Show. Kafka just knew that the Trailblazers would because of their personalities. That's the way I feel about it anyway.
But you're probably thinking, humans are not machines. There is more than one path in the universe.
Yes. Humans are not machines. There's more than one path to the universe.
And yet, machines we are. Complex, sophisticated, but machines. We are just like the Ingenium in this maze. We have no options to speak of. We can only navigate one path. The one that takes us to our destination. Let's begin. Lead the Ingenium to the exit. Show me how many choices destiny gives you.
It feels like we're dancing to the Heliobus's tune.
Yeah, they kind of have a lot of that stuff, and again, because we're like so intent on like helping Fushuan and getting Carolum out of here, it adds credence to their argument of like, well, you're here, aren't you? You're doing this. You're a machine. I thought it was gonna be a battle. That's why I like boosted myself a bit.
Let's begin. Lead the Ingenium to the exit.
Make sure you're paying attention. Easy? Right? Is that okay? Or did you want me to find a different path?
We did it! Well
That was a very
done.
cute we did it, by the way.
Your choices are as the Omniscia foresaw them. You should know that there was only one answer to this puzzle from the beginning. Just as
Wait,
destiny has only
are they gonna make
one
us do like a different path for this as well? The puzzle was designed by you. But that's the thing. It's like that's like saying playing a video game and like, you know, battling a boss battle where you have to do a specific thing to defeat the boss. And if you do that, it's like, see, this was destiny. It's like, yeah, it was programmed that way.
Yes, for a puzzle that was designed from the start, choosing any other path would be a pointless mistake.
Yeah.
But the universe isn't someone's game, and no one is designing puzzles for us to solve. The universe doesn't have a single answer. We can do anything we want while we're in it.
That's very like beautiful answer to this, right? You know?
Even if it's the same work every day, I can hide in the library and read a book, or find someone to play
Amazing.
Celestial Jade with. And that's freedom.
Look at this. Look at the girl crew. Like, no, that's an amazing way of looking at it. It's like, you know, and using it for their own personal life as well. It's like, hey, like, yeah, every day I do slack off. Every day I do this thing where I slack off from work, 110%. But I can slack off in different ways every single day.
I never thought slacking off could convince me of anything. Sign of a true scholar. A diviner of the Divination Commission, after all.
Sushang, so like, look at Sushang's bright face, like, honestly. No, and like, cause Sushang's such a hard worker as well. But like, what Xing Shui is saying is so true. It's like, it's the same thing of like people are like, oh, your life is like the same no matter what. It's like, if I go to the shop to get bread, but I walk with my friend, you know, Phineas, and then I walk with my friend Ferb the next time, like, I'm gonna, you know, have a different experience. I'm gonna get bread in the end no matter what, but that experience is gonna be different going down there. Like, maybe we might buy something different when we get there as well, you know, and God help if we went down with like someone else as well, you know, like Candace or Perry.
Ugh. Sushang, snap out of it. A slacker heliobus is getting into your head.
A slacker heliobus. I don't think you can make Sushang slack off. I think she just wants a rest sometimes.
Jing Yuan.
Beautiful names, aren't
For
they?
you, life may have a seemingly infinite number of choices. That is because your choices are simply different ways of slacking off and wasting time. They are of no consequence to anything. But for me, choices come with very real consequences.
She got fired today by a heliobus. That's a consequence. But I think I think sometimes people look at consequences as having to be dire all the time. You know what I mean? Having to be like really bad. Because even like, you know, the consequence of like, in my opinion, of Xing Shui slacking off is that she gets a reputation for slacking off. That's the consequence, right? Like, even though you don't see it as a consequence, yes, it's different from the consequence of like, if you run headfirst into a wall, you're probably going to get, you know, pretty banged up, you know what I mean? But like, it's different, but there's still consequences.
That's the most divinery thing you've said so far. As the master diviner of the Law Fu, I have a heavy responsibility. I must comb through the complex threads of destiny day after day, all for the preservation of this giant ship. Some paths look promising, but lead to an abyss of despair. Then there are small trails that plunge deep into unimaginable darkness. And in the end...
So it's interesting that if Carolum is like really like playing the part as well, though.
I realize that we have no real choices. There is only one path to follow, only one way to the optimal solution, even if it is paved with ashes and bitterness.
I just don't agree. I just do not agree.
There is only one way, and there only ever was.
I just disagree heavily.
Oh, what do we do? I don't think we can persuade
Yeah,
her.
she's very stuck in her ways. But and again, I want to make it clear, just because I disagree doesn't mean it's the same thing with like disagreeing with like anything in Honkai, and I think they do a fantastic job of making different opinions come on display. Doesn't mean that like I look at that idea, someone else's idea of destiny, and be like, that's dumb, you know? For me, it's like I can be like, I don't agree with that. That's not my idea of like what destiny is and what the idea of paths are and like predetermined paths are. But I also at the same time will find it interesting. It's the same way of like, you know, being like, you know, yeah, I don't it's like I don't like this character, but oh my god, I want to hear more about them. We're playing this game called Last Defense Academy. There's a character that I like really just don't like that much, but at the same time, she's a character that like if tomorrow you said, hey, you're gonna like learn, you're doing a full 3-hour quest with her, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm there. You know, I'm there.
I have a proposal. Why don't we try a more advanced
Okay.
sandbox?
See, this is Shake Shui going to show how like good she is at the
However
work.
long you want to play this game, and whatever tricks you try to pull, I'll happily play along.
Miss Jingtue!
Use your free will to guide the Ingenium out of the sandbox.
So it's gonna be another advanced version of this. This is super fun though.
Lead the Ingenium to the exit. Show me how many choices destiny gives you.
All right, make sure you're paying attention. I love the words like, hey, just watch me, okay? It is a little bit more difficult for sure. Let's take a look at this. So if we go, it's not difficult at all. Bam. 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 No, wait, I got that wrong. Clear. So it's, am. Bam, 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 bam. That should work. Yeah. These are easy enough. These are easy enough in fairness.
The path changed slightly, but it was just as simple. I'm sure the Master Diviner would say.
Destiny only has one path. Your choices are just a predetermined solution to the puzzle.
Actually, I don't think I agree. Master Diviner, let's reset the sandbox and give it another
Wait,
go.
so
Shall we?
are we gonna try and find a different way to do the same box?
Again? Do it all over again, exactly as it was. You can try it a million times over, and a million times over, it is doomed to the same.
I love you, Gway's like, I don't know what's
because
happening
there
here.
is only one path. I see what you're thinking, Jingtue. You're an interesting one. Jingtue, I've been thinking through the calculations for this puzzle. There really is only one solution.
This maze was designed by Carolum. It's no use. There aren't any other solutions. As long as we're playing this so-called game of destiny, we can't win.
Keep your spirits up. Keep your spirits up.
No, there's a second choice. There will always be another
So
choice.
maybe I should have chose the harder one the first time if we're doing this again.
Miss Trailblazer, quick, say something to persuade her.
Persuade her? I see where she's going with this. Yeah.
Ready to begin?
100%.
Of course there's another solution to this sandbox. Listen to my idea.
Okay.
You're all gonna help, right?
Of course. Oh, of course.
Miss Jingtue, I don't know how you're planning to solve the puzzle, but I'll support this squad to
Yeah, the squad.
Count me in. I'm sure Miss Jingtue has something.
Yeah, we gotta trust her. We gotta trust her.
If we can help, I'm in. I only need 2 people for my plan to
So
work.
what's gonna happen here, I wonder then? We're going into the box?
You go stand in the sandbox. Right about that spot over there.
Interesting. So we're gonna like maybe make some more roadblocks for this as well.
Next, Judge Woho, you stand on the other side of the room. And
Stop shaking. You notice you shaking. For what? What?
All right, we're
Adorable.
ready. And now the second path appears.
Okay. So this is making a roadblock again.
Let's begin. Lead.
To make different movements, right? So let's see. So if we go up, it's our moment. Let's see. I think that we want to somehow I think up is the right answer, right? So up first. So we'd go up to there. See, that won't work though. Because we go up, we'd go across, up again, across again. Oh, and then, we'd go up. Wait, yeah. That should work, right?
This is the other solution. The alternative choice. I created a new solution.
And by using people's free will to stand it in the boxes.
Master Diviner, you're not the only one who can design a puzzle. And I don't tread the path of destiny.
Yeah, look at this.
You think that by calling on your companions for help, you created a new path out of thin air?
Legitimately, that's what happens. That's what kind of happens. You know, people help you and they can change things.
You're just playing with semantics. I could weave 1,000 routes for you, but they lead to the same destination. So what significance is there in having a choice?
You don't even understand what Xing Shui is saying.
Creatures like you don't understand humans.
Different perspective.
The universe is like jade tiles on a game table. When the tiles are shuffled, the outcome is already predetermined.
This, by the way, just proves like why Xing Shui has a job as well. Like, you know, this has been so like intelligent and insightful.
Which tiles can be played? Which tiles are left over? What kind of hand the person next to you is trying to make? All of these can be determined through calculations. But if everything is just a calculation, the game loses its flavor. Randomness and adaptability, ambushing your opponent, twists and turns, the balance of the elements.
This is awesome.
It's a mix of calculations, unknowns, and loss of complete control that makes Celestial Jade the kind of game it is.
This is so sick.
The same things that give life its color and vibrance.
Like, legitimately, like, and again, playing into the idea of, like, you know, like a game like Celestial Jade as well, like, which is very, like, you know, tied to her personality.
Do my choices at the game table mean nothing if I have a sure loss in front of me? No. The choices are what make the game meaningful in the
Heck
first
yeah. You still choose how you lose.
Even if I lose, I'll still make
Exactly.
choices to
Exactly.
lighten the loss. Just like the Master Diviner is making choices for her own agenda.
110%.
You were right when you said that as Master Diviner, you must comb through the complex threads of destiny day after day, all for the preservation of this giant ship. In this vast universe, a game where there are only losers, our Master Diviner is making endless choices, fighting against the odds just so the Lawfu can travel safely for another day. In my book, she's the best
so
player there is.
cool. She's like, hey, look, this is all the stuff the Master Divider does, right? Like, in fairness, like it's almost like, hey, they're playing with like a game themselves in a way too, and like they look up to him in this way.
Why would someone as talented as the Master Diviner go through the trouble of making endless choices if the end result
There we
is
go.
predetermined?
There we freaking go. I love, by the way, having Kafka's poster staring at us as this is happening, by the way. There's something so cool about that.
Heliobus, you cannot fathom the joys of humanity. You are imprisoned by the illusion of destiny, unable to free yourself. And you want everyone who peeks into the future to suffer the same pain as you.
So interesting. Such an interesting way to put
You
it.
don't understand humans at all.
Let's go. Let's go. And it is the thing. I wonder if it is because of like the losses that have been handed to them and the pain that they've felt and the idea of like this bitterness that they have as well. That they truly, it's easier for them to believe like, hey, well, it's all predetermined, right? And like no matter what, you're always going to end up there. But then again, like then you also like have to look at from the like I would counter that with the Heliobus and not only what Xing Shui is saying, which is an amazing thing relating it to her games, talking about Fuxuan, all the stuff that Fuxuan is trying to do for people, the efforts that she puts into this divining stuff. Why would you put effort into it at all if there's not destiny? But also at the same time with the Heliobus, it's like, hey guys, like why are you fighting to fight the general if like it's predetermined then like it's gonna happen, right? Just do nothing. And if the general is supposed to die, he'll die, right? At the hands of a Heliobus. Why are you even trying to do anything then?
Don't let them trick you, Fu Xuan. Don't push me away.
Push him away.
Don't let her word fool
Push him
you.
away. Fu Xuan is breaking free from the grasp. Now is a good line.
Caraloom, release the master
Xing
diviner.
Shui, oh my god, we rarely hear Xing Shui ever raise her voice, right? Ever.
I see through your trickery.
Time to change
I
tactics.
see through every bit of it.
So freaking cool. And we have our stat boost as well, right? No, we don't. I don't
To
think anymore.
lose. Victory is beyond my reach. Why? Why is there no alternative?
It was
Decisive moment.
Everything in this universe is predetermined.
no. You got here as you're losing now because of,
No, I had no.
no.
To victory.
You were losing now because of your choices. You know what I mean? That's what's
Lend
happening.
me your strength.
We would have never have met
Stand
you at
We've
all
entered the storm.
if it wasn't for your
Divide and
choices.
defend.
Legitimately so.
Crush them.
Let's go.
The punches decide. Don't get cocky.
Let's try to attack the middle one as much as possible. Maybe we'll get an AoE as well and a blast. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the Heliobus have been handed so many defeats, is it easier for them to just be like, hey, this is predetermined, right? No matter what, because at that point, then like it's like I don't have to like actually like do anything to like work on any of this stuff. You know what I mean?
Receive divinity.
I do miss having Yan Fei here to like give us like that extra bit of boost. What does this do? This is healing. Oh no, skill points. Sick. Actually, very cool.
Blade of
There it
Moon.
is.
All will be revealed
On the trail we blaze.
in lunar flame.
And then we can blast as well. So sick. And that extra damage in the middle too. I'm gonna pretend that's why I did the middle guys.
Resistance is
Eternal
Because I knew he was gonna
sleep is not
blast
the
them.
end.
Let's do this.
The dead return.
Cycle of life.
Small fry.
Oh, cool. Okay, let's get some of these smaller guys then as well. So sick. The damage it does to the middle one as well. Got some more skill points.
lend me your strength.
We're not leaving you behind, Locha. It's not happening.
Receive divinity.
Nowhere to run.
It's not happening. Like, sometimes in defeat, it's easier to say that, like, oh, it was all predetermined.
You all right?
Now, also, can I say there are predetermined factors, and not predetermined factors, but factors that are out of your control when it comes to you, like, being down on your luck as well. I want to make that clear as well.
I'm fine. Just a small headache, nothing more. It's normal to experience some discomfort after being possessed by a heliobus, but nothing a few medicinal pellets can't
Oh
take
my
care
god, she's such a sweetheart. She's such a sweetheart.
of. Is that Carolum? They may not be the most powerful fragment, but becoming entangled in their illusion can lead
Wow.
to endless despair.
So, what Fu Xuan was feeling there was Carolum's despair. Like, the idea of, like, thinking everything is hopeless. And even if that shows how powerful the Heliobi can be and why we can't just let them roam free, right? We can't just let them possess people. Because it's going to end up in a situation where, like, they will be able to just, like, you know, have free reign over this idea of, like, you know, affecting people's minds like this.
Hurry. Just hurry up and seal me in the darkness. I've foreseen what happens next. You're going to.
He sounds so upset, obviously, at the idea of, like, I tried a different path and it didn't work out in the end. You know what I mean? It's like still like devastating them, right? But yeah, we have to. And again, it shows that they have their own emotions, their own feelings, even though we can't just let them possess people, right? I want to make that
Thanks
clear.
to you, the Divination Commission is safe again.
But it's so interesting to hear from them, right? What they've done with the Heliobi in this quest has been incredible.
No need to thank me, Master Diviner. By the way, while you were possessed, you
fired me from the commission.
Honestly.
So that counts, right? I'll have to ask you to give me written notice that my contract's been terminated.
Honestly, I actually like adore that, like, you know, she's like, this is the one way I could like leave this job without like, you know, upsetting the most people and actually making it seem like it's not my choice.
Then, with all the years I've spent in the Divination Commission, I'll be able to get a great severance package. And I already planned what to do with all the money. I'm gonna open a gaming parlor, hire a couple of workers to run it, and spend the rest of my days living off the profits.
I know if it's like poetic having like
started a new life without having lifted a finger.
having a Sushang here, like the hardest worker in the history. You know what I mean? It's so interesting having Sushang here to be the one to like look at like someone who's so determined and so driven. Looking at this conversation.
Are there two Jingchuas?
I see. What a pity. I don't recall anything I
What a
may
pity.
or may not have said while possessed by the Heliobus.
Wait, Sushang said what? There's two Shishuis? I want a gaming parlor. I'll start a new life when I will have to lift a finger. Yeah, oh no, I know what Sushang is saying. You legitimately cannot like open up a business without even having to lift a finger. You know what I mean?
In any case, Qingchue, why are you still here? Shouldn't you be on duty back
Oh
in the
my
repository?
god, she said get back to work.
Master Diviner, you came back out now!
she said no givesies backsies, I got fired.
Of course I can. After all, there are always choices in
No.
life. You taught me
Actually a
that.
very beautiful lesson in a way, but very funny.
I can't convince real you, let alone possessed you. Master Diviner, you should get some rest. I'm gonna go take a I mean, get back.
No, you should take a break. She should get a week off after this. 2 weeks off, honestly. Awesome. Really, really. This is such a good quest. This is such a good quest.
My actions today brought great shame on the Divination Commission.
At least no one else got hurt.
Yes, all is well, minus my headache.
That seems very normal to have a headache after all this stuff as well, right? Seems very normal.
Heliobi are good at finding people's weaknesses and exploiting them. Everyone has some kind of weakness. You're not to blame.
That's right. You were just a victim of the Heliobus's trickery, Diviner Fu. No need to blame yourself.
I must express my sincere gratitude to all of you for your help. Apologies, but the Divination Commission is in disarray at the moment. I must return and set things in order. I'm afraid I cannot see you all
It's
in
fine.
person.
You have so much stuff to do. You have so much things to do already. Like, like before you even got possessed, your job is really difficult. Do not worry about it.
Wait! There's something we need to ask you.
What is it?
You tell Fushoda the details of your operation.
I agree that the Master Diviner gets possessed wouldn't make for a good headline. I don't care how you spin the story, so long as you leave my name and identity out
There
of it.
you go. This is the reason why these quests are so amazing to me is this is like a perfect encapsulation of the characters of the Xian show. Getting to go back and talk to, like, seeing new characters, seeing returning characters, having their personalities on full display. It's one of my favorite things about that games will do, and honestly, it's one of my favorite things, can I say, about like playing I played 2 live service games now in terms of Genshin and this, is that when a character returns, it can feel so natural. You know what I mean? And you don't get to do this all the time in games. You get, like, obviously with sequels and stuff, I guess, but the fact that, like, you know, it can feel, it's like we're back in the Xian show. Obviously, like, I was already here like a few weeks ago, but you know what I mean? We're back at the Xian show, and now we have, you know, Xingxue showing up, and Sushang, and, you know, the Shui, all these characters, and, like, it's just showing off, like, what they do on a daily basis, how they would react to certain situations. And I think that's, like, why, like, Genshin and, to me, Honkai as well follows this principle of, like, writing that just works so well, which is, like, take our characters that are already very interesting and varied and cool and really cool to follow and put them in different situations and different pairings. You know what I mean? And it works. if you have good characters that will work with like almost anybody, you know what I mean? Like, say, like look at our team here. Like, if you told me tomorrow there's gonna be a story quest or a companion quest with Luca and Jing Yuan, are you telling me I'm there? Oh, that'd be so interesting. You know what I mean? That's because the characters are so interesting that you could have so many different dynamics. Jing Liu and Luca both get stranded on a boat out at sea. I am there. I am there. Not on the boat, but you know what I mean. Like, this quest has been so good at doing that. Here we go. We're gonna make another post. Hottest scoops. Live. Construction blunder caused total divination shutdown. Maybe not. Breaking news. Matrix of Presence is self-aware. Second Armaton uprising imminent. That would scare people and probably get more followers. What's this one? Major update in division algorithm causes massive workload. Not as salacious. Let's be like let's clickbait a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's clickbait.
I have many things to attend to. Please allow me to.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it whatsoever. Girl crew out.
We won't delay you any longer. We need to go to Fixtral Garden and seal Caraloom away.
Girl crew out.
What?
Yeah, like it's been fantastic for me. It really has been fantastic. I hope you guys have been enjoying this as well. Also, it's definitely longer than I expected, for sure. But I don't think that's necessarily like a bad thing, to be honest. There we go. You see the heliobus within the Lunamora gourd.
It seems like your operations have met with some success.
Thank you.
I've been browsing through some of the stories on Ghostly Grove myself. They make for good reading.
Very cool. Did you hear about the Master Diviner?
As the saying goes, serious divination concerns serious matters. It is inevitable that someone performing divination day in and day out for the Xianzhou would acquire inner demons, and Heliobus can take advantage.
Very interesting.
of those. Fortunately, with your help, Fu Shren prevailed over her intruder.
What do you think about Destiny?
Do you enjoy listening to storytellers and watching immersion? In both cases, tales have a predetermined ending. But you shouldn't let that stop you from enjoying them, should you?
Yeah. Yeah, true.
The same is true of life. Whether the end is predestined or not, it's worth it.
I love that answer as well, because it's like, yeah, if you believe in the Heliobus idea of destiny, if you believe in the Elio's way of destiny, your life is still worth living. That's the best way to look at it. I'm heading off.
Very well then. Miss Hanya is waiting for you by
Oh,
the
Hanya.
suppression towers.
Okay. We love Hanya. We love Hanya. That's a great message by Jing Yuan, because again, like, I can, again, 100%, the idea of Elio's idea of destiny is my favorite idea of destiny, 110%. 110. But, I think that I'm always in the idea of that as well, where it's like, yeah, it's still worth watching. Like, can I use wrestling as an analogy? When people go, you know that it's scripted, right? You know it's scripted. Yeah, everyone does. Does that mean it's not worth watching the story? Anime's scripted. I still watch that. I'm currently watching Happiness, which is like a K-drama about zombies. And in my opinion, so far anyway, I haven't watched all of it. I've only watched like one episode, Romance. Is that not like worth watching? Because I know that there's going to be a predetermined ending? I can't change anything? No. Is it Sholing? No. Is it Sholing if it agrees? It's Shaolin. Yeah, I know. I'm very good at pronouncing names. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. That's the way I look at it. And speaking of predetermined, how about predetermined? In my opinion, one of the two best character designs of the game. In fact, we can actually do, like, in my opinion, the two best character designs of the game beside each other right now. Look at that.
On behalf of the Ten Lords Commission, I commend you for your great service in resolving the Divination Commission
Thank you.
crisis. I will honor all of you before the Ten Lords.
Thanks, Madam Hanya. But, we really couldn't have defeated Carolyn without Miss Chingchua's help.
I didn't realize that one as skilled as Diviner Fu would also be susceptible to the power of the Heliobi. That said, I can understand her plight. After all, we're all moving forward on our own unseen paths in no uncertain terms. Judges are instructed by the Ten Lords to carry out their orders, but no one ever explains their meaning to us.
So is she saying like, hey, it's like, hey, we don't even know like why we're doing this fully, you know? And Hanya like looking up to the sky as well. Like, yeah, I will never get over the fact that, again, I know, I hope it doesn't ever sound disrespectful when I say this, but like, it's the same thing with Locha. I thought Locha was going to be like a lot more like serious and brooding, you know, because of his voice lines. And I thought that like Hanya was going to be a little bit more like, I thought she was going to be like lower down in the rung of people in like whatever job she's doing, because she was very like, I think that's one of the things you say. Don't judge a character just by their voice lines. You know what I mean? Because like, again, she was like, sister, and it sounded like she was kind of like lost in a way. And maybe she will be at some point. There could be that case as well. But like from that perspective, I thought like, okay, maybe she's like, you know, maybe someone who is very lost, you know, and it could be that case at some point. But like, I didn't know she was going to be like this official, you know?
Just like the Master Diviner, no matter what cruel and horrible paths she foresaw, as long as it benefited the Luofu, she had to make a choice.
She's here to protect the Luofu?
Those choices may be correct and far-sighted, but we are, after all, flesh and blood, and we cannot help but agonize over the process of making them.
Madam Hanya?
No, it's okay.
I apologize. I was getting carried away. I think all the paperwork must have worn down my mental acuity. Today's business is finished. Please get some.
Yes, this line is very interesting, right? Like, it's those choices may be correct and far-sighted, but we are all flesh and blood, and we cannot agonize over the process of making them. Even though we know that these are the choices that what will be best for the place where we are in, even though these choices are something that feels like we know what's going to happen if we make these choices, it doesn't make the choice any different. You know? It doesn't. It doesn't make the feelings that go along with the choice any different. Such an amazing line here from Hanya.
Right. Let's call it a day. And you too, Judge Hanya. Don't work yourself to death.
It's finally time to get back to bed.
So this seems like it's ending another day, right? Like they did last time. Totally B2. Chat more group in the group later. That's sweet. And we have some more stuff in the group chat. Why don't we start with Haha and talk about what we did today. Today we see the Helibus Carolyn. Thanks for all the help, everyone. By the way, it makes Xingxue look so cool. True that. She did look cool. Yeah. Well, let me tell you something funny. A while back, I got a message from someone accusing me of plagiarizing their shop review videos. Let's get them. They even tried to take legal action if I didn't respond right away. I seemed to write, nah, it's my own stuff from last year. Then they argued that there's no statute of limitations for plagiarism, and whether I uploaded a video 10 years ago or 100 years ago, it should still count as plagiarism. You're famous, that little Gwei. Yeah, if people are coming for you, that means you probably are on top. That's what I think too. Why don't you go check your follower count? I'm feeling like I'm floating on cloud 9. You've been floating there for a while. You've been floating there for a while. You've floated there for a while. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Don't forget to check it. I know you have the link as well. This is very fun group chat. So here we go. Welcome back to Little Gui. It's all the different messages. We're up to 67,000 fans. Wow. I loved all the little messages as well. Okay. Ah, wait. Oh, wait a second. Sorry. Okay. We have to raise our subscribe. Oh, okay. Okay. So this seems like something we actually have to do for the Trailblazer mission. I was wondering if we only have to do one of them, but it seems like we do have to do this for the Trailblazer mission, which means that, like, the last time we did this quest, I wasn't sure how long it was going to go, and wasn't even sure what the quest was going to be like. So I guess this quest is going to be like a little bit longer than I thought it would be, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a terrible thing, but it seems like it's going to be way longer because if we have to reach 100,000 subscribers, that means there's another bit we have to go through, right? That means there's just going to be a little bit, because like the missions themselves, the last time the missions were like at least like 35 minutes between the two missions, which are very good missions. And then you're talking about like whatever's left in the actual continuance mission as well. So I think, yeah, okay, yeah, it's definitely gonna be longer than I thought it would be. But again, not a bad thing. You know, this quest is amazing. I'm having such a blast with this that I don't really like feel terrible about this. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, oh, damn this quest and its stuff. You know, I'm like very much not gonna be upset by that. Okay, so I've thought about it there for just a tiny bit, and I think that we're probably going to be ending the video around here. I'm going to put a post in like a thing at the start of the first video to show that this isn't going to be 2 parts. It's probably going to be 3 parts. The reason being is that like I think like the first video, like judging by like the edit, is going to be around 3 hours and a bit. I think it's going to be over 3 hours. I think this one here, I think, is going to be around 3 hours as well. And I feel like, you know, if the next questing is like, you know, again, 30 minutes, and then after that we have like whatever's left of the other quest too, which could be another like, you know, 2 hours and a half, 2 hours to, you know, you don't even know. It could be like, so I thought about it there for a bit, So I actually thought about it there for a bit, and I'm going to put a message at the start of the next video that we're going to be basically making this into 3 parts instead of 2. Honestly, just because I feel like, you know, the first part is going to be 3 hours and a bit. This part's going to be like probably around 3 hours, judging by the recording time at least. And then also at the same time, it's the next part. We have no idea how long it could be. If there's like, again, if it's like, if they're doing it in 3 acts, this would be the 3rd day technically of this, I guess. That could be the case, which means that you're looking at probably another at least 2 hours. Maybe sometimes final days and final acts in like Hoyo games aren't that big, but then again, I haven't really done many events in this game either, so I don't know. I can't just judge it off how Genshin does things, and usually the final day in Genshin is like very short. But yeah, there's going to be like another part of Zaki left, but also we're gonna have to do the side quest stuff as well. Yeah, 100%. When I heard about this like being like a certain length, I like, again, even the person I was talking to, like, you know, didn't know. I'm like, hey, I don't know if this has the event stuff in it or not. You know what I mean? Which is totally fine, by the way. Because it's not nobody's job to let me know how long something is or something like that. You know what I mean? People just do it out of the kindness of their heart sometimes. But I'm having like a blast with this. So like I'm not really like complaining about it being too long, but I do think that doing like a potential, what could be like 8 hours, 9-hour full quest over 2 days, it would be a lot. It would be a lot. And I want to pace myself to the point that I don't want to keep playing this now and then like get to a point like where I'm like 3 hours from now being like a little bit tired of it, you know what I mean? Not tired of the quest, but tired in general of like maybe talking for so long and stuff like this is the last thing I generally want from that as well. So I hope you understand that we're going to put this into 3 parts. I'll put a message at the start of the first video. That should be good and fine and dandy. I guess in the last part of this video, though, we can definitely read our messages because they've been like building up. They've been building up quite a bit. They've definitely been building up. Have you registered for the new Emergia that just came out? Come be my buddy. Buddy? I mean, I'm your buddy. I call those who play the Celestial Jade with as buddies. But I was talking about the new Foxy Immersion called Verdian Soul. We call those buddies too. As long as you have Jade Abacus, you can join in too. It's very easy. Basically a mobile game? What's a mobile game? I don't understand. A lot of people do play this on mobile, right? Anyway, I've already registered. It's free. Now I can play it at work. You coming? I'll open up a friend room for us. I don't know how to play. I'd like to, but I don't know how to play Celestial Jade. I love the stickers. Oh, it's easy. Come over to the parlor when you have time. You'll pick it up another time. Really? I'm not lying. With the number of people on the Express, it should be easy to find enough players. You can teach everyone after learning it, and then you'll be able to play together. I'll send you an invite in a bit. Thank you so much. Yeah, these little conversations are so great. I just let them build up sometimes because we're so busy doing missions. We have a message from Jing Yuan as well, by the way, which is so funny to me. So we have a message from Yang Xin. Hi, Teacher Stell. The general said you travel all over the place. I spotted the 2 new swords on the Artisan Commission. The choice is overwhelming, and I don't know which to pick. Can you help me take a look at and give some comments? We can go shopping right now for some swords, Yang Xin. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Sure, what do they look like? One of them is a video horror make. Oh wow, forged with an exotic Corellian metal of Scale Lord's Waterscape and tempered in Thermal Spring water. Such a blade can be easily wielded with even extreme conditions. It's a masterpiece. The other one is a Shade Slink sword, forged in the furnace of Master himself using an outward crystal. Its luster is compelling and it's fitted with the newest flight component. It can be connected with the wielder consciousness and sent flying across the battlefield. The first one. You know what? Get both for yourself. Huh? You went offline? Did you get both of them? Get both for yourself. Bought. Yes! You deserve it. I don't care. I'll deal with whatever happens at the end of the month. Oh wait, they're money? No, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just don't care. You can admire what a little what we mean. 100%. Thank you for your advice. No, here's my thing, right? If someone came to me, right, and said, I don't know what to get in some cases, and both of them sound amazing, and they had the money to get those things, and they have disposable income to get those things, and you also, another thing that comes into play when someone asks me advice on should I buy this thing, is usually like, will you use this thing a lot? You know what I mean? Because I think sometimes it's okay when someone asks you, like, should I buy this new vacuum that's like $600, and you're like, well, you will use it all the time, but how is your vacuum bad now? No, my vacuum's pretty good. Okay, you don't need it. But like, you know, it's one of those things where will it make your life easier? Then yeah, go ahead and get it. But when I was buying like the Steam Deck, for example, I remember I was like agonizing because I was like, oh man, I can totally get it now, but I might save a bit, or maybe I'll do this or whatever. And then I remember even my friend was like, yo, like, you're gonna be playing games on this on the channel, right? And I'm like, yeah. And it's like, and you're gonna like play like a bunch of like handheld wrestling games on this too. It's like, yeah, like this is gonna pay off in time, in no time. And I think with Yang Xing, he uses swords so much and is such a good sword fighter that yeah, this is gonna pay off in no time. You know, like the joy that you have is worth more than the money here. You know what I mean? And again, I'm saying this to someone who clearly can afford to live and do all this stuff as well. You know, I'm never gonna make financial decisions for people who like probably are in like more troublesome situations, which is totally normal. Nothing wrong with being in trouble. Well, there is obviously like, you know, you don't want to be in a troublesome situation, but like, I'm not gonna, you know, it's not my place to talk on people who like are probably going through like a bit more financial struggles. You know what I mean? But I feel like, you know, even that advice would be different in some cases. But yeah, I think, you know, in this case, it makes sense. Jing Yuan. Is everything around the express? Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah. Are you feeling all right? Nothing too serious. After a few days cooped up in the apothecary, my injuries have healed to the point of being negligible. It must have been because the fight was so close in Ambrose Labrador, so my body's healing speed exceeded all expectations. By the way, Stell, perhaps you've already heard from Dan Hong about some recent events. My mentor has returned to the Luofu, gathering old friends to settle past grudges. She was sent an anonymous letter to the Express to invite Dan Hong, which is quite abrupt. I hope it hasn't caused any disturbance to everyone. It is indeed spooky. Is Dan Hong okay? We didn't hear about this, right? Stell didn't hear about this. Is this the first time we're hearing about it? Dan Hong accepted an invitation. I admire his courage in facing karma of his past life and understanding determination in his life. I will do my best to diffuse the hostility that the Luofu has toward him. And he again, that's the thing. They do have a lot of hostility towards Dan Hong. Still, the matter regarding Dan Hong should come to a temporary conclusion. However, it seems the alliance situation is about to change. I hear the Express will be journeying far again. I hope you have peace and safety. I hope your peace and safety. That's so sweet. We'll come visit. Because Jing Yuan does think about us, right? And he's also was the first person to tell Dan Hong as well, like, hey, move on, please. For me, you know what I mean? Not for me, but you know what I mean? He definitely wants to see Dan Hong like have a happy life. If that's the one person he can see have a happy life, I know he'd be happy to see someone have a happy life from the quintet. You know what I mean? Because that's what he wants. That's what tears him apart. All right, I have a little something for everyone. Consider an apology for the troubles. If you require any aid or need a place to dock at the Express, the Luofu will forever be welcome your contingent. Oh, wait, this is amazing. Because again, that genuine, like the one thing he like that troubles him the most. Again, and we talked about his personality quite a bit. What hurts him the most is the fact that all of his friends are fighting. You know what I mean? And he can't do anything about it. So if he can have one person like Dan Hong move on and have a happy life, he'll have that. You know what I mean? That's what he wants. Wilder? Hello, is this Stell? I don't know if this is a quest. Again, please tell me this is a quest for later on. Let me know, because sometimes when I don't recognize the character, like I get accepted into a quest. Luca, are you free tonight? Hey, Stell, I'm Luca. I heard from Oleg that you fought at the Fight Club too. Are you free tonight? Come and watch my match. No problem. I'd love to. I'll be there with like a light stick and a poster for you. That's a promise. Oh, one thing though, something weird's happening lately in my matches. I kept going against fully armored vagrants and automatons. Can someone with weapons and missiles really count as a Fight Club fighter? Times have changed. Things are changing. Have to keep up. That's reasonable. Oh, Luca. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. You know, honestly, I want to mod my robot arm to fire missiles. But that just seems like I'm moving away from the original vision of the Fight Club. I give up. No use overthinking. No matter how the opponent chooses to fight, I will win. You can do it. I love Luca so much. Just remember to cheer for me. Luca, I cheer for you every day. Like, literally, like, I fall asleep going, Luca, hip hip, Luca. You know what I mean? 100%. I cheer for you all the time. Sel, which color do you think suit is better for me? Blue or gray? Both, actually. Legitimately. As a friend, please choose on your first impression. I would say blue, though. Blue goes with the hair quite a bit. Same color as your uniform? I knew blue suits me. It seems you have the same fashion sense. I'm going to buy a new pair of trading shoes, so I'm asking for your opinion as a friend. I'll take a picture of you when they arrive. That's very sweet. Give him back the phone. Wait, so it's Asta? Because again, she was already suspecting that something was happening there. So wait, maybe she's trying to buy this trading shoes for our. That's even cuter. Asta, stop playing around. That's even cuter though if that's the case. You got me. Don't I sound like Arlen? I haven't talked to Arlen enough. He edited the message to you multiple times, but it didn't send. Oh my god, he was gonna ask. Sorry, Miss Ash, just borrowed my phone. I'm sorry to have bothered you. It won't happen again. No, send the message anytime. Anytime you want to ask about this stuff, I'll chat with you later. No. Asa's looking for a payment encryption key. I can't let her find it. Wait, because she's going to buy you those shoes. But honestly, it sounds like he typed out the message to ask us what shoes he should buy. And if that's the case, great. Like, honestly, I think the gray shoes look fantastic. Honestly, like, I think he'd look good in, like, some high-top Vans or something, you know? Possibly. You know what I mean? Some high-top Vans. That's very sweet. That's very, very sweet. The how? You know what I mean? Like, the idea that, like, you know, Asta's like, I'll buy the shoes. And Arlen's like, Arlen wanted to buy the shoes? You know? Hello, Cell. Hey. I'm reaching out to time to update Mr. Yang, Miss March on some follow-up situations. Okay. Do you remember the previous invitation for you and a few others to come to the Realm Key Commission to identify suspicious individuals? I remember. Do we remember? Yeah. You mean the time when Marx played detective? Yeah. Well, that time, yeah. It was the time with Locha. Yeah, that's the one. Officer Jing Yuan even praised Miss March on a keen observation and unorthodox thinking during that incident. She mentioned that Miss March seemed like a natural for her line of work. Believe it or not, I received an official notice jointly issued by the Ten Lord Commission and the Cloud Knights that blonde merchant Locha is indeed an awful character who infiltrated the Xian show. Ms. March's deduction and Mr. Yang's intuition have come true. The Espresso truly is a group of hidden talents. This must have been what happened after the Fantilia mission and also the quest with the Quintet, right? So what did the man do? I can't go into specifics. It's still a part of the Xian Show internal affairs. Then, okay. But given our tight relationship, I can spill the beans for you. The official document says that he was arrested on charges of identity fraud and smuggling dangerous bio-merchandise among other crimes. The use of this expression among other is quite intriguing. Of course, I have received from the director... I received the director from the Realm King Commission General Affairs Office requesting to command and express gratitude of enthusiastic guests such as yourselves. I would like to express my own gratitude to you all and delivery to your well-earned what's wrong with me? What's happening? Remuneration. In that case, if the tasks involved apprehending fugitives or pursuing criminals in the future, I hope you and the Express crew can continue to make full use of your intuition. Stay safe. I'll take my leave. So in the end, our intuition was correct, but like I think it's like way more complicated than we even think of that as well, you know? So we have March 7th as well. Stella, cut to my room. I found something amazing. What is it? What did you find? You'll know when you're here. Hurry. Wait. So is this a mission? Maybe this was her story quest? Or maybe it was the quest with Don Hung? Possibly? And Su Shang sending us messages. Do you know Yang Xing? What, you fought the golden child of the Cloud Knights? I don't believe you. I went to sword practice. I can't even follow his movement with my eyes. I'm so shocked. That's so cool to hear. And sometimes in messages, it's just fun to say whatever. But yeah, it's so cool how like she's like praising like how young he is, and he's always so impressive. He is a prodigy, 100%. Like everyone praises him. Could be one of those martial prodigies. Maybe he just has a physical affinity for battle. That sounds right. Yeah. But now I've thought about it. The way he wields his sword kind of feels similar to how my mom does it. I should ask him for tips. I'm willing to accompany you. This is very sweet as well. All right. Like the idea of like Sushang, it makes sense, right? Sushang sees a sword fighter and goes, wow, he's incredible, which he is. He's like known to be incredible for his age even. He's only going to get better. And then being like, I would love to learn a bit from him as well, you know? What an awkward day. I wanted to go to sleep as Earl to listen to stories, and guess what? What? Tell us. I met an old abecedary who taught me in the Lyceum. I didn't know he was at the Law Fu right now. What rotten luck. Why is it bad luck? I thought meeting old teachers is a good thing. Why is it a bad luck? Oh, wouldn't you know? When I was still studying, he barely even ever acknowledged me. I really didn't want to remember that. It was so awkward. Tell me, share the awkwardness. Do you want me to get him? So I was raised in a military family, and my mom was very strict about me practicing my martial skills. So I had to get up and spar with her before the crack of dawn, then go to the Lyceum after that. But by that point, I'm exhausted. I couldn't even hear anything the adversary said without falling asleep. Just now, when he saw me, he yelled, "Hey, isn't it Sleepy Sushang?" Oh no, everyone in the street immediately started staring at me. I was so embarrassed. That is kind of a bit like, hey, dude, like, move on. It's quite embarrassing. Now, I wouldn't be embarrassed by this, but, like, I'm saying, like, just move on, you know? I hope I don't ever run into him again. Like, it sounds like she had a life here that, like, was out of her control. And honestly, it's her mother's fault that if she was that tired. 100%. If she's forcing her to do all this practice before, like, learning, you know what I mean? And she's tired in school, then that's, like, her mother's fault. That is 100% her mother's fault. I have no problem saying that. Like, and again, I know Sushang is like the person she is today probably because, like, you know, how much training she did, but I think I always say it's despite of all the training you did as well, is how you got there. Honestly. Yeah. Okay. That's cool with me then. That's cool with me. Another thing people said they wanted me to do was look at the light cones for some of these characters, and I have no problem doing that as well. Like, look at this. This is so freaking cool. Wait. There's light cones for the 4 stars as well. How do we see the light cones for the 4 stars? We can look at those as well. Let's look at this blade one as well. Oh my god, him holding the sword as well. I'm looking down at the Luca one down here, and I'm very, I'm noticing. I'm noticing something. First of all, here's the Ireland one, which again looks so sick, right? The light cones in this, like the artwork is like collecting a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It means so much to me. And then look at this. Holy frick. And he knows it too. Look back at the Cabra. He knows. He knows. He looks so freaking sexy. Legitimately, look at him. Man. What a life, huh? My game's frozen. My game is literally frozen. Do you think we should try and get one of the light codes for these characters as well? Because, like, it seems like it's literally frozen and won't let me, you know, I don't know what's happening. And my controller's not battery powered, it's fully charged. I don't know what's happening. Whew, this might be the next 10 parts. I'm sorry, I'm making a joke here, but, like, legitimately, like, Jesus freaking Christ. Like, holy hell. Oh, that's a very cute one as well. Wait, is that Sushang under there? And that's Gui? That's so cute. Like, Sushang's like under a table, and she's like filming her live stream as well. That's so cool. This is really cool. So that's the light cones you get in this one as well. Very cool. Very, very cool stuff. Interesting that the light cones are somewhat different for the other characters too, right? So again, we continue to warp on this as well. Like we can just do a few warps anyway, just to end the video as well. There's no problem with that whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be that big of a deal. I'm not gonna wait until we build up like even though, like, by the way, like it's been like a few days and already I have like more jades. Like this game is so generous when it comes to this type of stuff. It's so generous. Cool. Another Eidolon. Fantastic. Honestly, fantastic. And I think we have like... Oh, no, I did have some there, but I already used them. Yeah. So I think we have another Eidolon then for Lynxie. That's not Lynxie. What am I doing? Yeah, I saw blonde hair and I was like so like, you know... I literally just was like, oh, blonde hair? Lynxie. This is Lynxie. Wait. Oh, I thought I had my, I literally thought I had my first C6 character, E6 character. That's very cool as well. There's something else I want to check out here. Like, let me just look at this again here, because I think the problem with this is that I definitely missed some details. So to talk about this before we go then, right? This is obviously like a great event. It is so it's an event and a continuous mission. That's what it is. But like I've been having a really good time with this as well. But like the general story of this chapter, this part as well that we were looking at is that there was a deal with the Flint Emperor, who was like the leader of the Heliobi, to like join up with the army of the Arbiter and the heroes of the Arbiter, and the deal was that they would take the power of the Heliobi, which is very powerful. In return, they would then get the bodies of these soldiers and these heroes. But what happened was everyone died, so they had nothing to take. So now they kind of believe that they are entitled. A lot of them believe, not all of them, but some of them believe that they are entitled to these bodies. Which is such an interesting story. It's the idea of like, hey, we made a deal. It doesn't matter that, like, you know, and so much of like Honkai is about like the past creeping up on you. Stuff that happened in the past slowly creeping up on people and then hitting them like a ton of bricks. And that's what we have here as well, even at the same time too. They not only believe they're entitled to this, but like a lot of people believe that like the body is the reward. And they generally like deserve to either like defeat the general, or they have to defeat the general for revenge. Like there's so much about the past of the Heliobi that like it was expanded so much in this story as well. Like, 'cause it's not even just like the idea of like, you know, the deal they made. The general has like a target on his back now from a lot of these characters, but the general's not dumb. The general's like handling this in a very fantastic way, I feel like, too. He's playing up to the fact that Cirrus is very frustrated, and honestly playing into the fact that, like, you know, Cirrus, that he knows that Cirrus isn't powerful enough probably to defeat our characters, so he's very okay with like playing this game with Cirrus as well. But basically, like, the Cirrus wants to fight against the general so badly, again, because of the fight with Ignomar, where the general, Cheng Xiao, was able to defeat the Emperor, but like only by a slight margin. And now, again, it's one of those things where the past is creeping up. Not only did we didn't get our deal, we didn't get the bodies that we were promised, but also the general gave us a defeat, and we have to make this right. I think it's such an interesting way that they're doing this. It's like so incredible, like bringing up the past like that. And honestly, like, it's taking the Heliobi that we already knew was like, I thought they were like parasite things within the furnace, but it's much more than that. It's much more than that. It's actually also they have their own culture and their own history, their own goals and mindsets, and all this stuff. It's actually very interesting to like take a look at like all the stuff that they have here in the story as well. It's actually very interesting to me that they expanded on this. They didn't just leave this behind. The Heliobi also take on aspects of their hosts as well, which I find very interesting too. Like, say, Luxia would probably be like even more mischievous because they're with Bailu, and Bailu is going to be more mischievous because they're with Luxia. Carolum is someone who could like see the future, I guess, as well. Like they predicted that Teng Xiao would win that battle, but they were ignored. They were completely ignored. And you can imagine then the bitterness that comes along with that too, because then they started talking about the idea of destiny. And I imagine their idea of destiny, how like there's nothing you do to change it, probably comes along with the idea of the pain of losing in the battle itself, but also the pain of not being listened to, even though you had a prediction about the future. So no matter what, even though you predicted the future, things still ended up pretty badly for the Heliobi in that sense too. And we like talk about the different types of Destiny from like my perspective. Like again, I know like people probably gonna say, Calvin, you're just buying into Elio and Kafka. You betcha. No, I like the idea of Elio and Kafka's Destiny. It's a beautiful way of looking at Destiny, but also like it's a very practical way, and it's also very interesting to me. The way that the Heliobi kind of look at Destiny is very interesting as well, because they kind of see it as a finality, as something you can't change. And I wonder if that comes from the idea of like, it's easier to say like, well, I was going to lose anyway. There's nothing we could have done. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with anything in life. If you fail at something, sometimes it is out of your control. 100% it is out of your control. Sometimes you have factors in your life that are just not unfair. But sometimes people will do something where they fail something, and their first thought process is usually like, well, this was bound to happen anyway. You know what I mean? And I think, if you use that mindset for like everything, you're probably not going to get very far. But again, I want to make it clear. Sometimes outside factors are a thing. Sometimes you are just like, no matter what, you're not going to succeed in something because someone didn't want you to succeed or something like that. That's 100% true. But I think like, that's the reason maybe they have the mindset now is that like Destiny is final because of all the stuff that they've been through as well. Like you had the different personalities with Luxia and the chess parasite, all these different parasites having their different personalities and adapting to personalities. Like Carolyn was drawn to Fu Xuan because of like that connection with the idea of destiny and stuff like this, and then it exasperated those feelings, being connected with Fu Xuan all at the same time too. I love how they showcased the parasites here. This was incredible. This was an incredible thing they did with the parasites. Can't ask for any more than what they did here. It's absolutely fantastic. I think what they did with the parasites here is, again, turn them from something that was just like parasites into being something that I want to hear more and more and more and more and more and more about. It's very interesting stuff. In terms of like the actual side quests we did, I wasn't expecting there to have to do the side quest, which is totally fine, by the way. I'm not complaining. To me, it's like the idea of like when you get more stuff to do in a game, at first, like it's kind of like, oh my God, how long is this going to be? But then it's like, you have to see it like, wait, it's kind of like, I don't like, it's like, yes, I'm gonna have to spend a bit more time to get to play this other game that I got, but it's still like opening up like two games. It's like, oh, you mean I got BioShock and I got Batman Arkham Asylum? You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's like I'm gonna have to spend more time playing these, but like we have to look at it. Don't look at it as like a thing where it's like, oh, this is gonna take so much time. You know what I mean? Obviously, we do have to look at it that way because we're breaking it up. But you know what I mean? Look at not in the perspective of like why we wouldn't want to do it. Look at it where it's like, okay, just more fun stuff to do. More fun stuff to do. That's the way you have to look at it. Because I feel if you look at it the other way, you're probably gonna like get burnt out very quickly as like, oh, there's too much stuff. I just take it bit by bit. Eat what's on my plate first and then worry about the dessert afterwards as well. You know what I mean? It's like that type of thing. But yeah, I'm loving the mini games. Not the mini games. The mini game with the text and stuff is really fun too. But I love the aspect of like including that stuff with the followers and fans. In terms of characters so far, like we talked about them, the new characters, but Gui and Haha and the introduction of them was such like a fantastic thing, and Tail of course as well, and Cirrus and all this stuff, and all these characters is such a great thing that they expanded, and Hanya as well. I sometimes forget Hanya is new because obviously we have Hanya on our team, but yeah, like all these introductions to new characters expands the world, makes it feel very full, and it's very, very cool. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for supporting the series. The next Honkai video is going to be the last part of this continuance mission, and then we're going to be moving on to the next continuance mission, and then we're very close to Pecorino. We're very close. Thank you so much to Tyfire 2, JB Bull, Jana Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Raya Shindusta, Death Trap, Links Markey, Yassassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, Leon, Hike Experian, Jared Beanham at the Heist from YouTube, Roll Gamer 7, and Blasco. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.